last time on Kinship's Destiny. After dealing with a pair of fairly taxing ambushes, our young travelers from Floodbest decided it would be best to retreat to rest and recuperate before a more focused front could be presented against the Kragmaws. They returned to their slightly relocated wagons for a suitable campsite and bedded down for the evening. Words were exchanged, small goblin tagalongs placated for a bit, and summer was had by many, despite a few brave attempts. While some took their moments of watch seriously, others had, well, other ideas. A small moment of warmth shared between Endymion and Sabrina resulted in braids, butterflies, and blushing, whereas a perhaps foolish endeavor was committed by Malux. A moment of solace and practice interrupted by hunters in the dark. Flashing weapons, a psionic malice spurred a warping of the weave and a fire in the nearby wood. With feelings sparked and embers smothered, our young crew found themselves drawn closer together. While they may dream of being amazing adventurers one day, they still have a ways to go. But with each other, they might make it to that dawn. Progress, not perfection. Now, thanks to a scouting run by Sabrina, our yearning youngsters have knowledge of where Uncle Gundren might be found. And while some of our group volunteered to stay behind, the rest travel forth to perform some hopefully surefire and totally not reckless and doomed to fail heroics. Also, Bar got a girl's number and is going to be hitting that up later. And because I still have masterful narrative powers, I can tell you that the number is.
That's pretty good.
Back to you, DM.
Back to you, DM.
You saved my can because I literally exited out of the program twice. I don't know how I did that, but hey, this is more Drunken Blade. Good day, adventurers. That was awesome, Malux. That was awesome.
That was really good.
Yeah, and if you have,
I have to say, Ken, Amy, and Malux over there, like, when it comes up to my turn, I'm gonna screw this up so hard. But you know, I'm here for it. You guys are doing awesome.
I will try not to Zoidberg you when it's your turn.
No, we have some talent here. We all have been playing for a while. That's one of the nice things about this group is that, we have a couple of new players. We have a couple of ancient players. We have all kinds of mixed merriment and personalities that seem to, at this point, kind of complement each other. But let's get into this. We are at session 4, titled Little Good. Like Malux was referring to, the party had left off. We had left off briefly. We were going to make it morning, I believe. Early morning. The party was going to make their way to the hideout. And upon talking it over with some party members, they decided to leave Sabrina and Glimmer, our new little goblin friend, with the oxen, wagons, and the 2 horses, just to guard them, make sure they didn't go anywhere. But they have a nice little place hanging out. And there was some discussion about maybe teaching our little goblin friend a thing or two. She kind of likes throwing punches, but after the punch that was thrown by Kithwin last week, if you didn't see that, yeah, she hurt a goblin with a single punch. Let's just put it that way. It was fun. So, as we roll into this, what is our party doing? Gonna make your way out to the hideout? What's the discussion?
Before getting underway and everything, waking up, Thordrin would be kind of sitting there going over some of the stuff that Kithwin showed him. I'm sure he's doing it like all sorts of like not right. Like he's doing the worst Tai Chi ever, but he's trying.
Okay, so how my mom used to have me do it is there's no wrong, there's no right necessarily. We just gotta go with the flow. Everything is emotion, everything is just letting go. It's all about finding that peace inside you. It's actually pretty helpful with somebody with anxiety like me. No, it's not quick movements. It's intentional, slow movements, getting from one position to the next. You got it? We'll work on it. We'll work on it. You'll get there.
He is just tense as tense gets as he's trying to do. Perfect.
You have our little goblin friend underneath the wagon, but still kind of like mimicking the motions just a little bit. I think she wants to be a monk. I thought, what the hell? We'll just make her a monk.
The little one is better than I am.
Well, I mean, she doesn't have all that sort of like built up training you had before. You know, relearning things is a lot harder than learning them for the first time. And I think she's just a natural.
Throwing a rock with dead accuracy. Endymion, what are you up to, bud?
I'm just meditating, getting my stuff ready, making sure everything's in working order. Gotta get my head in the game, just prepping.
Malukes?
I think with the map that Sabrina had made, if no one else wanted to lay claim to it, I would have it be surveying it with Shanoa at the moment to kind of look at everything. Go,
okay,
yeah, this totally makes sense. So this is the front, I think. We go in. It's just going to be a cave. We'll find Gundren. We get out of here, right?
That's the plan. Whether or not it goes according to it, we'll do our best.
Yeah, and if worse comes to worse, we have meat shields. Although,
who's a meat shield? Huh?
You mean the pin cushion?
Oh, that's true.
Who's a pin cushion?
So this is probably a better descriptor.
Wait, not me.
I don't know who he's talking about, Bar.
All of a sudden, Bar can just speak to Thordrin.
Everybody.
We'll just make it easy.
It could be like a Han Chewie thing where it's just he just knows. He just knows now. He doesn't have to.
I don't need speak with me stuff. I can just
No,
don't you? Hey, don't you talk about your mother that way.
Skip's mom.
She's a lovely lady.
You mean Chip's mom, not Skip's mom?
Oh, sorry.
Oh, we don't know anything about Skip's mom.
Apparently now we do. Anyway.
Okay. So getting ready for the day. Would you guys like it to be extremely early? You guys pick a time because you got up, not me. So you tell me what time of day it is. And remember, it's about 5 miles. It's a path that you've traveled, 3/5 of the way already. You know where there's a big hole in the ground, Thorndrin. You're relatively secure that you can make it there pretty easily, given the map that was provided for you as well. Don't forget that I have already given you guys some advantage on some things, moving up there and understanding a little bit of what's inside, including the cave entrance, and at least up into the area that was called the den, where pretty much the oops, wrong page. The kennel area where they kept wolves at. But other than that, let's do some preliminary rolling real quick to get this out of the way. So as always, for those of you out in the audience that haven't ever seen this before, I like to roll some perception checks, some individual checks for our group, so that as we're going along, not only do they have their perception check, but they'll have some other checks. It helps balance out the game a little bit and helps us to move through some things, make things a little bit easier on everybody. So what I'm going to have everybody do is they're going to roll their first perception check is going to be an advantage. They're going to make another perception check without advantage. They're going to make a group check and a dexterity saving throw. Lots of rolls, and I'm sorry, but let's get that out of the way so it doesn't bog us down later. Thordrin.
Yeah. So the first perception check with advantage is a nat 20 for a 24. Oh no, I just closed the wrong page. Yeah, 24. And the second one is a 17 plus things.
+4.
Yeah.
And your
So
group?
that's 21.
Yep.
The group one, it's actually +5, so that's 25 and 22, and then a 20 or a 19 for the group one. What am I rolling next?
And then your dexterity saving throw.
I don't like those, but I will take another nat 20 for a 23.
All right. So what I want you to
Getting
do
them
from
all
now,
out of the way now.
from now on is you can only roll on a random dice generator online. Never rolling with your random dice ever again.
I quit.
Okay. Maluk's advantage perception, group perception, and a dex saving throw, please.
Well, there's first things first. I lovingly clicked off the page for who knows why. It's because
That's okay.
I'm not used to D&D Beyond's interface. So give me a second. Where the hell did the roll log go?
If you have dice in front of you, just throw it.
Well, I remember what the rolls were. So it was 13, 11, and 11.
And what about the dex saving throw?
11.
Shanoa, what do you got?
17 for the advantage one, 8 for the no advantage, 8 for group, and 15 dex saving throw.
I love it. I love it. I need one more Endymion. So Endymion got a 23, a 5. You need a group check, sir.
His group was the 5.
Yeah,
Got
my
a
group was the 5.
Okay,
And
so then you
nat
have
one.
just one regular.
Oh yeah, my bad. Fine. Yeah, 1. And then for the dex save, I got a 21.
Okay.
Do I need to be making these for bar too?
Yes. Kithwin, I got a advantage, perception, group, and dexterity. Sorry, so many rolls. Sorry about that.
No problem. With advantage, the first one was 23. Regular perception was 19, and the dex save was 21.
And then the group?
I thought the group was the 19.
Nope, I have an extra one today. So the group roll is just a perception check.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead and roll that perception again. Without advantage, that's an 8 for group.
Burr.
Okay, so for the one with advantage, he got an 18.
Okay.
For the group, I think is the next one, he got a 17.
Okay. And
And
dex.
for his dex save, he got a 15.
Okay, and then I just need an individual perception check. It was 4 rolls total. Well, technically it was 5 rolling dice, but
12.
okay. Sorry about that. It's a couple more extra rolls than what I needed to, but it'll actually function much better this way. So, getting back to the game. What would you guys like to do heading out early in the morning? Did we establish if it was daybreak? Is it still dark? You guys tell me.
In keeping with the role play from last time, Thordrin was ready to roll. So I think as soon as the light came up after we woke up, had breakfast, had a little bit of a stretch, it would be time to go.
Okay.
I would say, yeah. Then as soon as I saw everybody ready, like I got the warhammer and shield out, and I am like making my way with purpose.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to pop on over to the and I will open it up for you here in a second. We're going to pop on over to the map. Do me a favor. When you're on the map, there are things all the way over to the left-hand side that you guys like to click on, move around, adjust, do all that kind of stuff. Please do not touch any of that. The only thing I would ask you, or that you can kind of meddle with, is going to be the ruler. Maybe you have to measure something or something like that. I'm completely fine with that. But everything else, please leave alone, including the circle or the color of circle that's around your character. Leave those alone too, because if I accidentally look up and see that it's a different color and I look down to my reference sheet and I add a bunch of damage to you that you weren't supposed to get, that's not my fault. That's your fault because you changed the color. I use those for reference for me. So let me open that up for you really, really quick. You should have it on your D&D Beyond. All of your characters are at the very, very, very bottom. So you guys can move your characters independently if you want to, and I will allow you to move them anywhere on the sheet that you like. You have advantage on everything. And to make it even easier than that, you could even say that you've been hanging out for 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, and you see no activity. So H1, H2 are no activity. There's nothing out there. Maybe
Does the river smell like gasoline?
Yes, it's a petroleum. It's petroleum
river. Got it.
I light a match.
Run! No, in all seriousness, though, I would like hearing what Glimmer had said about it. I would have Bar just kind of come up and have him do his perception check with advantage for he's trying to smell shit. So if he can tell me because I imagine that he knows the smell of goblins.
You don't need to roll.
Okay.
As soon as you guys get within 20, 30 feet of this, you will smell the pungent odor of mold and water. That deep smell of fresh water. You hear, a loud river as well. It's the closer you get to it, basically, it's going to start drowning out all sound. Not all, but most sound. You can smell the pungent odor from that distance as well of animals in decay of types. Specific type? No. Just decay.
How deep is said stream?
Approximately 2.5 to 3 feet at best. I mean, there's going to be areas that are shallower. There's going to be areas that are deeper. But in general, it's around 2.5 feet, maybe 3 at the most, unless otherwise described. So as soon as you guys move your characters to where you want them to be, let me know. That way I'll be able to get a nice tight ring around you all to fireball from an external plane. And the ancient green dragon will appear.
Awesome. So I would be kind of on the lookout for the wolves that Glimmer mentioned, because she mentioned some wolves specifically towards the entrance.
She did tell you that if you stay to the right on the path, the first opening you would get to is the kennel, where they keep the animals, or where there were numerous wolves. She had mentioned that there were at least 4 wolves that she took care of, and that they're typically chained up in that den area.
Okay.
I think she also, I think in a little private conversation, she mentioned to Kithwin that she had a favorite. So if we can find her, and if there's any way we can bring her back, that would be cool. Toothjaw, I believe, was her name, and I think it'll be pretty obvious when we see her. She's got a very distinct maw, and what should be white color, but we'll see.
All right. So before going in, then I will take my few minutes to do my speak with beasts or speak with animals.
Okay.
So then I sit there to Bar before we go in, like, you ready, bud?
Yeah.
And I hold out the fist to like paw bump him. Bam. Here we go. And I look at everybody else like probably starting in bear, but then switching back to common. Like, are we ready to go? Are we ready to go?
Yeah, I think we're about as prepared as we can be.
Here's hoping I keep my streak of not dying.
When like Thornton starts to make that first step, I just say, watch your step and try not to collect any arrows.
I like arrows. I don't mind collecting.
So,
And with that, I unsheathe the sword and have the shield up, like in preparation. So,
Endymion, how are you armed, or are you armed at this point?
Yeah,
What does
I'm just gonna draw my short bow and just have
One
it
short
ready.
Okay. Kithwin, what do you look like?
Cute, hopefully.
Any weapon?
No, she has her quarterstaff on her back, but she's more ready with like the fists, just going in, like prepared to. If we need to talk, we can talk. If we need to fight, I'm always armed. I'm a monk, so let's fucking go.
Okay, Thorndrin, how are you armed, sir?
Oh, I got my hammer and my shield out, and I am ready to introduce them to some goblins and whatever else is in here.
Okay, we'll get that etched goblin slayer in Dwarven soon enough. Malukes, have you prepared anything? What do you look like?
With his new youthful exuberance, he is doing nothing but very, very unnecessary stealth dodge rolls behind the rest of the group.
Our recent 10-year-old
I don't know why I just have so much more energy. Somersault.
Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet?
Shanoa, I know you said about your shield, but one more time.
Sword and one-handed longsword currently.
Okay. Anything else for the group? Anything else you want to do before you start making your way inside? Going once. Going twice. Well, let's go ahead and roll for initiative there.
I would. Damn it. All right. Let's do it.
You smell.
All right. Just simple roll for initiative.
Is Bard just going on mine? Or do you want me to roll on his own?
You can make that call. I don't care.
I'll roll on his own so that I'm not taking up so much in one go.
Okay. 25 to 20.
22.
Malukes, you are a 22?
Yep.
21.
Great.
Okay. Malukes?
20 for me.
Hold on, buddy. Endymion, 21. Thordrin, 20. 15 to 20? Okay. 10 to 15? We have to have good rolls and bad rolls. It's okay. 5 and below?
5 for Bar.
6.
7.
7. Kithwin's a 7. And Shanoa was a
6. This is like golf. We're trying to get the lowest score, right?
And then Bar is a
5.
5. Oh, you guys. This is a good spread, though. Looks like all the enemies going to be right in the middle. So as you make your way into this area here, where you're standing at, let me get a bigger thing, gargantuan thing. Come on. Oh, you're kidding me right now.
For those of you watching at home, we are new to using maps on D&D
Yeah.
Beyond, so bear with us.
What the hell?
It's
Oh,
that
I
damn
He said
K troll.
is a bear with us.
Oh, there we go. Not a
There
problem.
is a bear with us. True.
I was on the wrong roller. That's okay. This is like so inconvenient. So just keep in mind that Kithwin and Maluks have no dark vision. But it is relatively lit approximately that far in. On the right-hand side, after the stream is coming on that far left-hand side, you do see a small set of stairs just to the right.
I'm more nervous because you had us roll initiative, and now I don't know.
Maluks, what would you like to be doing, sir?
Well, seeing as there is no threat currently here, I don't know why I would be having to take any aggressive actions whatsoever. So I'm gonna fuss out the system first off because I'm just trying to grab my, and I'm just gonna cross over this little stream, come up from
Okay.
behind everyone else, be like, all right, anyone see anything?
I don't see anything. Why is Endymion way the hell back there? Endymion, do you want to take a peek?
I was just waiting
Wendy,
for my
catch
turn to
up.
move.
I was gonna. Thorgrim is sitting there like, if only we had a rogue to see if there's any traps.
Well, nobody
Like
clarified
a
who's the
kid that
mid
we can
shield.
fall in.
Are we all Scooby-Doo style peeking around this cave entrance, just like one head after the other going up?
Yep.
No,
you can do
Thorgrim
that.
100% just walked into it. He's just standing right in the middle.
Okay.
Waiting for the way to get cleared.
So
Yeah.
as soon as Thordrin just starts to inch forward,
Stop keeping character.
he sees what appears to be a wolf, and it actually just keeps on going down the.
Hey! In wolf. Hey!
That was it. That was its movement.
Here, boy.
Literally ragged. But it just basically kind of appeared out of that right-hand side and booked its way down on the right-hand side, up and out of your guys' way.
Should we go check out that room it just came out of? Maybe.
Definitely.
Somebody
And I'm
wants-
sure
Dog
the
Mavis
other
is
one
trying
will
to hide.
not be a problem at all.
Anybody sneaking around?
Oh,
I
I
will
figured.
Go ahead. Do your thing.
I was just like, I would figure we would all be just like Scooby-Doo inching our way in, little bit by little bit. Because standing at the entrance isn't going to do us anything. Go forward, do the adventure, get into the cave.
I will say that Thordrin will do his best to be as stealthy as he is possible.
No problem.
I don't know if he's good enough to do a stealth roll or not, but
Well, again, you still have a rogue. But it's Ordrin, you're moving in there.
yeah, I'm moving to the stairs, just staying right along this wall, and then kind of like motioning for Endymion like to go around me, like, come on, doing the full like SWAT team thing, like Endymion.
Before I moved, can I do a check here to see we don't get ambushed in this? little boot-looking thing.
The little looking thing. I'm not sure what you're talking about. H2.
This right here.
Yeah.
H2.
You want to look around that real quick?
Yeah, but from where I'm at.
Okay. Basically, all you're seeing from there, from that side of it, it is partially kind of brush that has been moved to that area. Some planks are in that area. It's heavily worn. In the ground, since nobody's taking a peek at what's on the ground, there are a lot of goblin footprints. A lot of goblin footprints. This is or was an area that was probably used as a little guard post or something of that nature. Some scraps and things like that floating around, but nothing of any importance. But from what you see, you do not see any kind of other individuals except the people in front of you. Keep in mind, at this cave entrance, and as you move into it, the water is moving relatively quick, but that you guys moving through it seems to be perfectly fine, but it is kind of loud. So it is muffling your footsteps, your clank, your armor, whatever
Okay,
sound
and
you might be making.
for the stealth roll, it's half speed, right, for my movement?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to move up 1, 5, 10, 15 to where Thornton is.
That's pretty much what you see right there. Kithwin, what would you like to do?
Well, I can't see very good, but I am moseying on in. I think I'd be right behind the other two. I have to kind of avoid that water because, like you said earlier, it's 3 feet deep, and I am 3 feet tall, so I'm trying to stay out of the water.
Yeah,
but I am just kind of inching.
Okay, for the most part, it's but I'll let you know if it gets too deep. It's probably about 2 feet right now. It is
Okay.
moving, but even with your small stature, you're able to kind of move through it without any big impedance.
Okay. I'm just a little soggy for the rest of the adventure, but it's fine.
It's okay. Move that, move that, move that, move those, move them.
And also, I have my hand on the wall because I don't have dark vision, so I have to kind of blind sight my way through.
Okay. That entire area that you can see, all the way up to let's just say right past that H3 and all the way up that hallway, where the river or the cavern way, that's all considered dim light. The light is coming in from outside, so it's a dim light. Shanoa, what are you doing?
I'll look back at Maluk's and be like, hold on a second, because you're not going to see anything in here, right?
Yeah, I mean, I could just do a thing.
I wish to take some of the rope that I have and probably string off about 10 feet of it and tie it around my belt and hand it back. Just stay close to me if shit goes south and hand him the rope.
Okay, got it.
So I've got like a 10-foot anchor. And I will probably come up to about here-ish so like everybody's all nicely piled up for that fireball.
I would say as Shanoa is stepping up there, I kind of tap her on the shoulder and kind of motion like that I have a plan.
So I'm going to give this to Endymion and Thorndrin at the present. I'm going to open this up for you and let you know that in the back far corner, you can just make out a goblin hunched down, and it looks to be like this goblin has a little tiny bow on them. But they definitely see you guys. Malukes, what are you doing, buddy?
Following after Shanoa, and that's it for now.
Okay. Endymion, what would you like to do?
Muted.
Sorry. I'm gonna try to take out the goblin before he's able to alert somebody.
Okay.
And then we have a bandage you mentioned, or that was just
That was for getting everything getting in there and some other small parts in here.
okay. So it's just regular to hit.
Mhm.
All right.
And they are in cover, sir.
Oh, and cover, so they get an additional. Fuck it. 26.
Okay. That hits. That was an easy one. It's kind of hard to miss with a 26 on a gobbo, even in cover.
9 for damage.
Okay. You just see it drop to the ground with no noise. Again, this whole cavern area is still, it's got this, rushing water noise through it, a little bit of echo through the chamber itself, but it just seems to drop to the ground.
And
You didn't hear a thud, you didn't hear a clank, you didn't hear anything.
all right, I'm trying to. Oh, that's not me. Where am I? Okay, I would like to move up a little bit up the steps and do a quick investigation check to see if there's anything.
Okay. Thordrin, what would you like to do, sir?
So coming in, do I see any movement out of that goblin?
None whatsoever. Has a really nice arrow stuck through its navel.
Okay. So I kind of will motion for everybody to come in here real quick. Like, and I will say Parr is probably like at the entrance, like squeezing himself in. Big boy's got hips, so it's a little bit of a tight fit, but maybe he can make it in.
Believe me, I love the cork. Kithwin, what are you doing?
She's hoping that goblin wasn't Glimmer's uncle or some shit. And just kind of like, all right, I can't do anything about that now. And just looking around, it doesn't look like there's another entrance out of this way. It looks like this is just where patrol used to hang out.
Yeah, so just inside the cave mouth, a few uneven stone steps ascend into a small dark chamber on the east side of the passageway on your right-hand side. The cave narrows to a steep fissure at the far end, is filled with stench of animals and just kind of grody-ness. After looking around a little bit, Endymion, you see that there are three. There is a single iron stake in the ground with 3 chains, but there's nothing on the chains. I mean, they're just chains on the ground now, possibly for keeping animals there of some sort. You see something chewed up, maybe a quarter, a piece of deer or something like that chewed up. Nothing big.
All right, I'm just gonna tell the group this information. Hey guys, it looks like they moved out said wolves that Glimmer told us about. So
Just have to be on the lookout for him. I guess we'll just have to go further in. Definitely don't see Gundren here.
Okay. But hear me out.
Yeah.
Glimmer said that everybody here was pretty bad, right?
Well, she said that everybody was taken from different clans and then kind of forced to work for this bad guy. I'd say most of them are probably neutral, but at this point, your uncle's been captured for quite a while. We could either take the time to try and convert everyone, or we could go get your uncle.
No, I just want, don't get it twisted. These guys took my uncle.
Yeah.
I kind of want to kill all of them. is my first inclination, if I'm being honest.
That's a fair inclination.
But check it out. You know, we know a wolf was here and that he's a lookout.
Mhm.
Where we can presume that. But if we get all of them to come down here, we kind of have advantage to spring something on them.
So you want to do a distraction?
I want to make it sound like a wolf. I can make myself sound enough like a beast to talk to them, so why not howl like there's something wrong?
That's a good idea. Does
And we all know all of my ideas have worked out perfectly.
So hold on, give me a minute. You're gonna pretend to be a wolf, even though the wolves are with them.
They don't. Maybe.
They did kind of let loose and go off on their own. We didn't see another person go with the wolf, so maybe, I don't know, how high can they normally count? Like, maybe they'll just figure one was different.
You know, I don't mean to generalize an entire species or anything, but I can say, aside from Glimmer, not a lot of goblins that I have interacted with have been super smart.
I think it's
I'm not
worth
making
a
any
shot.
overgeneralizing assumptions. I am just saying.
I think it's a good idea. Bearing that, we could also, I don't know, if somebody has like thaumaturgy or something, they can make the sound louder, make it sound like a really big wolf. And one way or another, we make a big enough alert to the rest of the cavern, we could get them to come out this far. If that's what you want to do, there are two ways we can go about this. We can do that, have them all come here and fight them in a very small hallway, which can be bad or good for us, depending on how things are going. We have a caster who has ranged stuff. So I don't know how well that's going to work out. Or we can continue the stealth route, go into the damn cave, and do what we got to do. Those are the two options here. We can do the big distraction, have them come to us, have a lot come at us at the same time, or we can do a stealth strategy where we go in and we take them out bit by bit by bit. That's what we're looking at here.
Well,
So-
here, let me
this
interject on your draw them to us. If we draw them to us, we're trapped in this small room. We don't know what's going to be coming down that hallway.
They also
I'm gonna
might
agree
get
with Shanoa, and also I'm pretty sure I heard something other than water down that way. So I'm not entirely sure we can pull off a surprise. We might need to get a little bit more information first.
Okay.
Also, if we spook them too bad, they might just kill the hostages.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is charge right in.
No, we're gonna definitely.
That's what you want to hear.
That's what I heard.
Sneakily and smartly charge in, not just typical Thorndrin plan.
Because if you wanna, if you wanna make a trap, I mean, I still have the bells that I took, so we can always place a bell in here. But we trapped the entrance because they're so used to hearing the bell saying, "Oh, somebody fell for our trap," and then we can shoot them. Put them like fish in a barrel. They could be the fish, and this room will be the barrel. But that's probably for later.
Well, I mean, if we're going to pull them out, we might as well pull them all the way out of the
Slowly,
cave
yeah.
into the forest so we have more room. But I think
the hostages part.
And this is all assuming that they're even going to react to whatever we're doing. If they don't react to what we're doing, then all of this is moot. So the two plans are make a big distraction, make everybody come to us, possibly risking your uncle getting hurt in the process. Or we go in and just try and take care of this room by room.
Well, I'm down for whatever you guys want.
I do think maybe using your strategy a bit further in to maybe get them going a different direction might be a good idea, though.
Maluk pokes his head a little bit further into the tunnel.
Okay. As you start to move your way up, Malukes, I made a little green squiggle. That line forward, until I tell you not to, indicates that it's going to be a little bit more difficult terrain. It starts to get a little slimy up in this area that's more out of the sunlight that kind of trickles in. As you move deeper and deeper in, it seems to get a little bit more slick. So anything past that little green squiggle, unless I tell you guys otherwise, is considered difficult terrain.
Awesome.
Does that slow my movement down more, or it stays the same?
Nope. It halves it again.
How's it again? All right. 15. Is that so 5 rounded down?
Just make it 10.
Oh, okay.
You just have to be really careful. It's extremely slippery. And as long as you guys are being cautious, I'm not going to have you. Well, you could slip, but right now it's just difficult.
All right. Diplomatic. Quick vote. Who wants to do the big distraction plan? Who wants to just go in and get more information?
Yeah, I'd rather
Distraction
wait.
plan. Huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'd rather get more info, and then if it's applicable, then we can do Thornton's plan.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I mean, honestly, we've been ambushed by these guys like 2-3 times already.
So
I
let's
don't know if we're gonna pull a fast one on them.
ambush them and just go charging in. That
Okay,
is what
so
I'm hearing.
I'm going to ask you guys for a
No.
favor for me. Can you
Yes.
hear this? Can
Yes.
you hear that?
Yes.
I need
You
more
do,
count.
you do hear that faint echo of something being hit coming from up the cave, from the deeper inside the cave. Where are my words at today?
inward.
I kind of
It-
feel
it-
like banging in response.
Lang.
We're gonna die in this little room in the cave. I think we need to go.
Hear
As
the
I'm
bell noise,
holding
I
my
go,
shield
all right,
up in my
I'm
hammer,
trapped,
like-
and I'm gonna go try to dive past Bar.
Isn't Bar taking up like the whole entrance almost?
Yeah, but he's one size smaller, so he can kind of squeeze by him if need to be. Shinoa, since you're all the way where you're at and everybody else is kind of looking around, we'll take this gobbo out.
Did he have anything on him as far as like keys or anything like that on him?
Oh, you wanted to look at what the goblin has.
Yeah.
He has a short bow. He has a rusty old scimitar. Inside of a small pouch on his hip, he has a little tiny bag. In that little tiny bag, if you care to open it
I do.
and reach your hand inside,
It's another bag.
It's a bag in a bag.
I will reach my hand inside.
I love that. You could have just dumped it out. Go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw, sir.
I don't like those as much.
I love dumping things out.
That's those letters.
Boom.
Dex, that is gonna be a 19.
Right. You do feel the small prick of something at the bottom of this, and as you reach in, grab whatever it is, you pull out 2 copper coins, and what looks to be what's left of some kind of chicken leg, bird leg. It's not as big as the one that Glimmer had, but it is some type of fowl.
All right.
And it's kind of disgusting. That had a pretty hefty Constitution save on it for some strange reason.
Okay, so I'll just take the 2 copper pieces and like after getting pricked by the chicken bone, I sit there and I kind of like just throw Kithwin the 2 cents and this. I want to kill everything in here. That's my 2 cents. Let's fucking go.
My 2 cents is free.
I can't argue with that. You know what? If it gets us out of this room, let's go.
Shinoa, I will give you this because you have dark vision. At the top, as you're standing there, kind of letting your eyes adjust between the 2 light and darkness. Again, remember in my world, there's a little bit of a change, but you still start to pick out A small area to the left. You notice that on the right and in the waterway, it seems to be kind of more slimy. And then way ahead of you, you can just barely make out two little eyes peering down from a some kind of a little bridge. That bridge is up kind of high, much higher than where you're at. But you do see two little eyes. They're kind of like looking down your direction inquisitively. And then you hear that again. You hear that banging sound. Just to let you know.
I will kind of like behind my shoulder be like, I think there's a sensory up there. The sensory up
100 years.
there. No, it's not century.
Cent-
There's
Century
a lookout.
or century?
Century.
Got it.
There's a lookout up there.
You look, and he's.
I don't
Look
know if
down.
he sees us, but he's pretty inquisitive.
If I could, I would like to do something.
What? What's your idea?
Discuss this before you actually do it.
I'm gonna get him.
Okay.
I'm gonna get him.
Okay. Okay.
And,
You ever like tire out your babysitter and they're just like, fuck it, have the chicken nuggets. This is where Kithwin is right now. Just do it.
I have
Fine,
teenage
climb on the
kids.
roof.
I get to there frequently. Okay.
So just to describe that is a rope bridge that spans the passage 20 feet above the stream. It looks like it may be possible to climb the cavern walls if needed to. The walls are kind of rough, but slick with this slime. Just to let you know.
I would like to move a little bit forward, knowing that it's half speed. I'll get to about there. And then I would like to thorn whip him to pull him to me.
Okay. And what I need you to do me a quick, because I don't have it pulled up. Can you read me Thorn Whip word for word?
You create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns that lashes out at your command towards a creature in range. Make a melee spell attack against the target. If the attack hits, the creature takes 1d6 piercing damage.
Gotcha.
And if the creature is large or smaller, you pull the creature up to 10 feet closer to you.
Awesome. Go ahead and make that attack if you would wish.
Okay, that's not terrible. No, go back there. That's +7, so that'll be 22.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but that is a miss. As it actually ducks back into the cave.
Fuck! I say really loudly.
I think stealth is over. I think stealth. Kith just looks around at the people around her like, I don't think stealth is an option anymore. I think we just need to go into
I
this
think
place.
Thornton got shot again.
So as I just yelled out "fuck" when I missed, did it like echo at all, or is it not?
Again, there's not a lot of echo in here.
Okay.
Most things are kind of drowned out, but you did yell, so there was really no echo.
Yeah,
But it's not to say that somebody didn't hear you.
Yeah, what are the game mechanics of yelling "fuck" really loud in enemy territory?
I'm just wondering if it echoed because Thordrin would be amused by that for at least a second. But if I hear Tithwin say stealth is over, I'll kind of whistle for Bar and get him to just kind of nudge past Maluk's.
Okay.
And when he gets up to me, I would hop on him and
Sure.
we're up.
Okay.
While all this is transpiring, I just tug on the rope and Maluk's and be like, "Get ready."
So I'd be riding. Go ahead.
No worries. I will also put a hand on that rope because I cannot see. So just instinctively, just like, I'm going to put a hand somewhere on the rope, just be like, just in case.
All right, I'm making a solution. Kith, do you want it on you or me?
What was that?
You want it on you or me? Making an executive magic decision, you or me?
Me. If you're gonna cast magic,
Okay.
do it on me. It's fine.
Well, here.
Reach out, tap the
Wait.
broomstick on her back, and cast light.
Well, I was gonna say do it on my shield.
Kithwayne, on the shield? Yes, no, going in one.
Yeah, put it on the shield. It's fine. I mean,
On the
it.
shield.
Yeah, put it on the shield. We'll just stay within that realm.
Honestly,
So what I
big glowing
need-
target.
What I would like you guys to do, excluding Bar and Thorndrin, if you guys want to use your movement, it is half movement. Don't worry about the stealth unless you're purposely trying to stealth. Just use your half movement to a position that you feel comfortable in.
The rubble, that's like catty corner from Bar, is that like a landing or is that like a slope?
You can kind of see it. So that is
Like where I'm at now, is it like flat ground or?
it's the ground that you're on is kind of it's descending slowly. There maybe a rise a little bit, and there's some stairs. That area itself, it's just it looks like it used to be an old passage, but looks currently choked with rubble, and it is extremely steep sloped.
Up
Probably-
or down slope?
It is up.
If I can make it there, that's where I wish to.
Okay, you can make it anywhere if you can make it there.
Okay.
So if you can put yourself a little bit further if you would like. It's up to you.
Isn't Melux tied to Shanoa? Shouldn't he be getting dragged on?
Well, no, since
Oh, you did
I
let it
assume
go.
since he lit the thing, they don't need the rope, unless he's still holding on to it.
I'm just gonna wait for a bit to see if any of that stuff that just happened.
So you wait for a minute. It is your turn. You have 6 seconds to make your minute to make your
Yeah, I'm
decision.
just gonna wait here.
Okay,
Hold,
Just
hold
wait
my
there.
bow. Yeah, ready my action bow
not a problem.
to see if a goblin shows up or something.
Okay. First and foremost, that would be on the second one. So let me get rid of that for Shanoa. I love this one. Hey, Shanoa, I just want to let you know that you failed your perception check, just so you know.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I know.
Now I want to let you know what.
but
What is
Casually,
perception?
Just
But-
so you know.
but just so you know. But secondarily, as you guys hear this kind of, it's not a rhythmic kind of beating. It's not a drum. It doesn't sound like any kind of warning that you ever heard of. It sounds like somebody's like really kind of beating on something. What I want you guys to do is to give me a reaction, left, right, up, down, prep a spell. You will not be able to move more than 5 feet, but tell me what you're doing.
I spelled that wrong, but you know.
Would I? Because I can do this as a bonus action.
Nope, just as a
As
reaction.
a reaction.
Yep, this
Then
is
I
a
got
quick reaction.
As a quick reaction, I'll just put my shield up and kind of like in the general direction of wherever this is coming from.
Okay, in front of you.
Yeah, kind of in front of me and kind of like over Bar's head.
Gotcha. Malukes, what would you like to do, sir?
I was since I'm reacting some away from perceived danger, so I just
Okay,
Yeah.
only 5 feet though.
okay. I
So-
jump back 5 feet.
Okay.
Are you still holding on to the rope?
Yes, so I get to the end of it and go "Huh!" and just land on my face.
Whoa. Kithwin.
Well, Would that pull me since he's pulling the rope?
I'm gonna say for this, no. He moved 5 feet and it's about the end of the rope.
Okay.
No, he's not gonna pull you out of danger. You still will die.
I slip and go "Whoa!" into a little bit of the river.
Not only do I fail my perception check, you knocked me prone.
Yeah, prone.
I just got
Okay.
to
I only have 5 feet, so I'm gonna put myself up against this wall and just prepare to punch the shit out of anything that gets too close and
Not
looks
a-
aggressive.
Not a problem. So, as this stream continues beyond another uneven set of steps ahead of you, you can hear this waterfall kind of burbling sound in a large cavern ahead of you, and suddenly the passage fills with a mighty roar as a huge surge of rushing water pours from above. So, thank God we all made. Oh, wait, one person didn't make it. Almost all of us made our dexterity saving throws. No, I'm a liar. Nope, all of us made our dexterity saving throws. But you are all partially swept out. So I will move you by the rushing water, except for Maluk's. Maluk's.
I'm off the map.
He is forced out. You go 1, 2, 3. You go 1, 2, 3. You go 1, 2.
Oh God, I'm gonna die by
chance to hold on to the rope.
You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
die by
by bare ass. It's coming. I'm very tiny.
You all are going to be taking some bludgeoning damage. That's so each of you take 3 bludgeoning damage, except for Maluk's, who takes 6 bludgeoning damage and is prone, thrown out of the cave as the water starts to settle. You kind of tumble in the water a little bit and
aggro slip and slide out here. Just big bang, bong, bong across the river.
While that's happening, that is a 19. Is there a plus to it? Let's see. And it is. That is a dirty 20 on Shinoa. So Shinoa, as you're right here, and I don't have let me get it really quick. I don't know why I don't have this already pulled up. Oh, Jesus. A large
constriction. Shame. I wish I would have seen this.
You rolled an 8, buddy.
I know.
I need you to make a dexterity saving throw really quick.
$17.
Okay. And you take, where is my?
No.
Yes. There it is. Oh, it's +6 to hit. Damn. So it's like 22. To hit you, a little bit of damage. You take 5 points of piercing damage, and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
3, 4, 5. You said a con save.
Yep.
14.
14. Good. You are not. So that is. You are not poisoned, but you take an additional 11 points of damage. And you feel basically this surge of icky grossness piercing through your body. It does not have a hold of you, though.
18. So you said 11?
Yes, sir. Endymion, you saw party members
When-
wash by real quick.
When all this happens, I will do the fuck as well.
Okay. So we're going to go in initiative order just to make this easiest. Malukes, you are prone approximately 30 feet from the opening. What would you like to do?
Still getting washed away by the stream. I guess I will, unsure of whatever the hell caused that thing, and not sure if any of my allies are actually in danger. I will just pull myself to the riverbank, go, and sit there for a bit and catch my breath.
Okay. Endymion, what would you like to do, sir? Just seeing your party.
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely walk
And you
out
heard
to
it all
see.
fuck.
Yeah, and you heard
since
another off fuck.
Endymion hearing Shanoa yell "fuck," unlike her brother, she probably has a good reason to do it. So I'm gonna walk out and try to see what's the commotion.
Okay, from where you're at currently, you can't really see them.
Okay.
You can hear where it came from, but you can't really see them. Again, this is kind of, the stream is making noise as it has been the entire time you've been in here. So it's a little bit muffled, but it kind of came from that left-hand side. And you, sir, can move another 5 feet forward in any direction.
I'll move 5 feet forward.
Okay. Now you can definitely see that Shanoa, right above Shanoa is a large constrictor.
Are they engaged in combat or anything, or not?
They are engaged in
They are
combat.
engaged. Oof, so that would be a disadvantage.
Mhm.
Not risk trying to hit Shanoa. I'm just gonna ready my action for the opportunity that she does get disengaged to shoot the punch you, because I don't want to.
No problem.
I'm just gonna yell at. Not yelling. No yelling. And I'll end my turn.
Thorndrin, you're up. You're muted.
So hearing the fuck and still on top of Bar and Trojan will just come up here. I still have Speak with Beasts up because I cast it right before we come up.
Mhm.
Does the constrictor snake count as a beast or an animal that I can speak with?
Let's double check that. It looks like, it looks like you do speak the tongue of the Slytherin folk, House of
Okay.
Slytherin.
So going full parcel tongue, I will just sit there like looking at this snake that went after my sister apparently,
Okay.
and just kind of like, the fuck? Why you do that?
Just as a point of reference, Bar cannot make it up that area, just so you know.
Like up there?
Nope.
That's fine.
Yeah. Just as a point of reference.
Yeah.
There is actually no response. No, there's no response to you.
Can I make it up there?
You can make it up there.
Okay, so I will just kind of get up there, and then am I close enough to touch it?
No, you would actually be behind your sister,
Okay.
5 feet away.
So not close enough to touch it.
No, you guys, it's a tight little funnel that opens up into a small area where this snake was coiled. It is, anything past this, we're gonna have to make some dexterity rolls just to get up it. It's just super steep. But where you're at, you're still 5 feet away. You're right behind your sister.
So in this moment, then I will. I'm kind of torn between a couple things. Yeah. I will. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna guiding bolt this thing because it hit my sister and I don't like that. So
Okay,
so that is a +7 to hit. So that is a 17 + 7.
that hits.
Sweet. Or
It's a snake. You're second level.
it's a snake.
A nope rope.
So that is 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That is 15 points of damage.
Okay, and you
Do it.
easily waylay that creature.
Oh, my bad.
I will leave it off to the side just for a moment. But you easily waylay that creature. Bonus action? Anything?
I don't have I don't have healing word, do I? Oh, I do. Am I able to cast well, I cast guiding bolt, so do we have the spell? Can I
Is
not
it a
use
cantrip?
healing word? No.
No.
Okay. In that case, I will just kind of look at Shanoa and just, you good?
Shrug.
No.
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 Shanoa,
Well,
you are
in about 6 seconds, I can help you.
Shanoa, you are up, followed by Maluk's.
I don't perceive any other fucking snakes, do I?
You don't perceive any other fucking snakes. No. You see a very large snake in front of you that seems to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 15 feet long, coiled up.
And glowing.
Yeah. How steep is the cliff ledge?
Steep enough so that you will be making from this point past the snake, you will be definitely making dexterity saving throws and moving approximately half speed again.
I will just. Are we still in combat?
For all intensive purposes, you're out of combat, but I'm trying to keep it in kind of a
Okay.
an order.
I just wish to sit down and recoup till we all get back up on this back, because since I don't know where anybody else is.
Okay. Maluk's still outside.
Pretty much at that point, I kind of pick myself up, look back inwards, see Kithwood, just go, you're right?
Yeah. Life flashed before my eyes amidst a bunch of brown fur, but I think I'm fine. There's some stuff happening on the inside. We should try to get in.
Okay.
One thing I forgot, it's totally my fault. I forgot this, Maluk's. Please make a strength saving throw.
All right.
Sorry.
No,
You're not going to take any more damage. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
He just
not
fell
messed
over
up
dead.
by 6.
So
So ignore everything I just did.
No, what you realize as you stand up, you had an arcane focus.
oh no.
Well, yeah, I better go find that.
It is not in your hand when you stand up. It was washed out of your hand.
I definitely don't hold it in my hand. It's a worn object, so I
Okay.
definitely look back and go, oh, fuck.
What did you have in your hand, if anything?
I
mean,
had like one end of the rope, but I had to let go of that.
Then that's what happened. then that's what happens.
So
I'm not
they
gonna
still
it
have the
wash-
arcane. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not going to have it wash off your. It was whatever was in your hands, like a shield, a sword, things like that. If you're holding
Oh,
onto
yeah,
the
no,
rope,
for the
you're
most
no
part,
longer
I'm
holding onto the
hands-free.
rope. Yeah, it's no harm, no foul. For others, it may have made a big difference, but everybody made their dexterity saving throws except for you.
Yeah. Okay.
That's
Oh,
done.
buddy.
That's done.
Do a quick pat down, Kithwin. You see that as I go, oh, I dropped the rope. Start patting around myself. You see a little leather cord around my neck as I just check something in the inside of my coat. And go, okay, it's still
Got it. Awesome.
Okay.
But it is still your turn, Malukes.
Yeah, I will assist Kithwin back to her feet and start making our way back inwards.
Okay.
We're making our way.
And off to the left, you see a giant bear butt. Not bear as in B-A-R-E, but B-E-A-R.
I see a little bit of light moving past it, and I just go, I guess we're just going to have to wait our turn.
There's a full moon out tonight.
Um,
You okay? You
Anything
get
else?
hurt.
anything else, Malux?
I'm okay.
Sorry, Malukes.
Well, good. I mean, if you got hurt, I'm not going to spell good things for the rest of us. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Endymion, you're up. Endymion followed by Thorndrin.
Can't hear you there, Charles.
Sorry, I could forget to mute it. I'm just gonna move up the 10 feet that I can go, still in stealth, and just ready my action to see if any goblins pop up. Shoot them first. Ask questions later.
Okay. From
My
that,
kind of way.
you can see for you a little bit farther there. You want to hold your action?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold it.
Thorndrin, what are you doing?
So seeing my adopted sister in quite a bit of pain, I will just sit there and like, I got you. And he kind of like holds the amulet on his chest, and his tattoo starts glowing, and he casts Cure Wounds on his sister
Okay.
for a grand total of 13 points of healing. That was max healing on the dice.
Okay.
So kind of hand on shoulder, like as I'm helping her up and kind of get situated, and just pumping the full healing that I can.
Okay.
All right, you good? You good? You good?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Kithwin, what are you doing?
Well, now that I've been helped back into the cave, I'm worried about what everybody else is up to. So using whatever amount I can go, I have 35. It doesn't get halved until the green line, right?
Yeah.
So that's 5, 10, 15. And then half of 15, we'll call that another 5 feet. So I get just past in the area here, trying to squeeze past the bear, actually. So
You can squeeze past the bear. You're small enough.
okay.
Not a problem.
What'd I miss?
Shadowah died.
I didn't die.
Died as much as I did.
I took a knee. You took an L.
There's context there I don't know about.
Maybe.
Okay. Okay, so everybody's still on their feet. We got to get out of here before that water thing happens again. I don't know if that was natural or something else in here, but we got to get away from this river. I have a feeling that happens again if we stay too long. So let's get in and get away from the river. I cannot take another hit like that.
All right, follow.
So, Endymion, I do want to point out that let's see here. There we go. That as you kind of look up and around the corner and looking around, portions of that rope bridge that were above you are gone. The majority of the rope bridge is hanging down about 10 feet on this side right here. Ooh, my X's are awesome. On the left-hand side.
That's like a perfect X chromosome right there.
So, does anybody need to do anything before we go back into? Because Shanoa, you're up. You want to move your bear out of the way? What you want to do?
I think Bar is well enough trained. He would just kind of move out of everybody's way, like as they're moving. Like, sorry.
Yeah.
He's a Canadian bear. He just.
I mean,
Sorry.
just keep in mind he's completely drenched. He looks about half the size of what he normally looks like because his fur is all stuck to him, and yeah, it's kind of funny looking. But
He would have definitely done like the dog shake, just bear size, so we all just get plastered with ick.
Well, I think there's some high ground over here. I say we get up this way, out of the raging river.
Like
Or the
behind you?
potential. Yeah. There's a cliff right there. That's where the snake came from.
I don't know if
you're saying you're moving up here.
Well, I'm waving everybody over
Okay.
to like let's get
Bar's
to this
not
high
gonna
ground.
fit in there.
Bar's not going to make it up that. I'm going to tell you right now.
Bear might have to. Bar might have to hang out down here.
All by himself?
All by myself.
Nobody knows.
Well, then what do you suggest? That way, where the river came and about killed us?
I mean, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying we should probably go where we know most of the party can follow without any difficulty.
I mean, you could always go back and give your girlfriend a visit. She kind of like scritches Bear behind the ears. She's just so used to just talking to him, even whether or not he can understand her or not.
Bart just became like our party's Chewy. That's all he is.
Oh, if they could do that thing with the river again, if they did a thing with the river, or if that was just a river doing a thing. So, let's go.
Hey, does anybody else hear that banging?
Yeah.
And in a very irritated moment, like in tune with that bell, like Thordrin will take his hammer and just start bashing it on his shield. Like, I'm really getting sick of this shit.
Awesome.
Hearing that bell, I'm going to make a dash for inside that cave.
I'm going to try to climb up this cliff.
Okay, so you two run back there. You're trying to move. Go ahead and move your character where you like your character to be. And as you do that, I need you, Shanoa, to make a dexterity saving throw.
Guidance.
That's
no
a
guidance. Oh!
What?
Wait,
Why couldn't I guidance her?
Go ahead.
That's a react. Yeah.
Guidance is for skill checks. Saving throws aren't effective.
Oh, you're right. You're right. That's
yeah, well,
With a 5.
with a 5.
Yeah, take it from a lady who loves using guidance.
Oh my god.
Oh, I fully do. Bless would have been. I think Bless does everything, right?
I need
I didn't take that.
that's gonna be.
How much damage do I fucking take?
Hold on. Thordrin and the bear with advantage make a dexterity saving throw.
Just the bear with advantage, or both of us?
Just the bear with advantage.
Got it. So I'm making a dex saving throw, which is going to be a 16.
Oh, that's a good fail.
And awesome.
No, I'm just
And
5
the
doesn't sound too bad now.
bar gets also a 16.
okay. So what you all see as Shanoa's trying to make her way up this kind of really rocky embankment, trying to make it to the that kind of flat spot, that little plateau, is this entire rocky area shifts from top to bottom, and it shifts, and it's going to push Shinoa all the way to the bottom, taking 7 points of bludgeoning damage again. And Thordrin, you're going to take that would be three points of damage, and the bear is going to take 3 points of damage as well. It even looks more steep now and precarious. So you guys are kind of at the bottom of this.
Is Shinoa prone?
Shinoa has slowed. Oh, Shinoa is prone again. Yep.
So at this point, I take my chance to just look at Shinoa and just shake my head. Dumbass. See? Doesn't feel so good, does it?
I just get up and just give him the finger.
Anything happen out there, guys?
No,
Shinoa was a dumbass, but it's fine.
must be family.
Okay.
Is the banging still going on?
It's intermittent, but it's still going on.
Okay. If it's in order and if nobody else is gonna do anything to start shit. What is Endymion doing?
Yeah, I was
Dancing.
Was that
Like I was gonna say
right
raving? Is
I was
that what's
waiting-
happening?
I was waiting for him to
Moonwalking.
finish. I'm just gonna move up again another 10 feet, just
Okay.
and then
So right across from you on the your left hand side where that little black X is, that's basically the rope bridge kind of hanging down there. You look up to your right, you can see where it was kind of attached on the right hand side to another opening. But other than that, the water's still going. You hear intermittent banging again, but that's really about it.
am I able to see get up here from where the bridge was going up, or I can't see anything?
The right hand side or the left hand side?
Right hand side.
The right hand side is slippery and will require a dexterity, 2 dexterity saving throws to make it up, or skill checks. I'm sorry, using acrobatics. Or I guess you could make a strength, huh?
I think strength is worse than acrobatics.
Or
Guidance?
guidance from way over there.
Can I do that?
Touch range
Oh,
stuff.
Oh, is it? Yeah, I'm not touching him. Nope. Metaphorical guidance. Emotional support.
Cleric inspiration.
I would say, can I use my grappling hook that I have to help
Of course
me?
you can.
help
You're
me
going to
climb
throw
up
your grappling hook
to the
20 feet.
20 feet. Sure, why not? Let's try it, I guess.
Sure, why not?
What
me
do you
a-
need?
Give me a D20 plus 4.
D20 plus 4. D20, where are you at?
Is that banging something we're hearing, or is that just somebody making noise?
No, it's all you're hearing. Everything.
16?
16 seems to go up there. Seems to kind of, you pull on it. Seems to be okay.
Seeing that it was kind of attempt to go up then, since it seems kind of scared.
You can attempt to go up, sir.
And you wanted for the, is it still an acrobatics or would it be something else? Strength?
To be honest with you, I don't care. It's probably going to be strength more than anything. But
12.
okay. It's only a 10. I mean, this is, remember, you guys are second level. I mean, it is 12. It is 12. So you did make it. It's no big deal.
All right.
But I need for you to do me a favor and explain this to the audience. As you're making your way up, what are you doing?
I'm just thinking Damien's just gonna be thinking it's just it's just like back home when you would be going to places you shouldn't be going and looking through windows you should be looking. Just remember that practice. Just
there's nothing in your hand. There's nothing in your hands except for rope.
Yeah.
Climbing up this. As you start to breach the top, what you doing?
I was thinking the same thing.
As you start to breach the top of this, what are you doing?
I'm just gonna double check if there's anybody there.
How do you explain this to me? Explain this.
Okay. So I'm just gonna where is it? So slowly just start to peek out, kind of holding on, and just kind of look around with my special vision to see if I see any more little goblins around.
Yeah. Well, there's a goblin standing right there. He has a knife in one hand, trying to cut the rope, but in the other hand, he strikes down with disadvantage at you for 17 plus his regular stuff. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a disadvantage. Oh, that's even better. So still 17. So it looks like, he hit you. Looks like he does hit you. And why does this always go away?
Charles, sit up. We can't see you.
For 6 points of slashing damage to the face. Here's where I need you to make. You choose strength or dexterity saving throw.
I'll do a dex.
Or skill check. I'm sorry. That's fine.
Oh, and the skill is... What's it under on skill? It's a 22 for the dex, and for the...
You're good. You are good.
It takes 6 damage.
Yep. He smacks you pretty good. And he yells out in Goblin. Who spoke Goblin? Nobody?
Me, I do. I speak Goblin, and
you're just in range too. You just basically hear in Goblin. There's one right here. There's one right here in Goblin. So,
and can I just finish pulling myself all the way up over?
You can, sir.
All right. Yeah. So
you are at the edge. I'm going to give you a bonus action also.
Bonus action. To dash, disengage, or hide.
There's no... This is small enough that there's really no way around him, but you can try.
Dash, disengage. I don't have any options to. I'll attempt to hide behind him. Can I hide? Shove? That's an action, isn't it? Shoving is an action.
You can.
Yeah. I'm just gonna shove this little fucker as far as I can.
Let's go.
You're gonna try to shove him.
Yeet him.
Yeet him off the cliff to see how he likes it.
In the position that you are at, you will not be able to shove him off of anything. He would go back.
Can he grab him?
Grapple him, you mean?
As an action?
German him.
No, in the German, he'd have to go. He'd have to be facing his back.
Essentially, you have a bonus action left, so you can either disengage and go back down the ladder a little bit, which you could also maybe use as cover, depending on how we want to roll, how he can look over the edge. But you can also dash away. But you would have to leave that spot. Or you can just stay and see what happens. Those are kind of your options within game mechanics at the moment.
Dashing through something that's the same size as you
Yeah, all dashing would have to be away.
Yeah.
It can't be like through or past him. He's blocking that area.
What about through the snow?
I'm going through him. I'm going through his mouth and out his cloaca.
I mean, you could
Gross.
barrel through him. I mean, I'm not the DM. That would be a strength check on your end to be able to push past him. If you want to try that, but that's a DM ruling. That's not a.
Yeah,
that's not.
I don't mind as long as it's not an action. I mean, what you've done up to this point, you got up there, and that's about it.
Because it can't. Yeah, because then it'll just be. Oh my god, what is that stupid thing?
Your bonus action can be also to arm yourself, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Then I'll draw my short sword then.
Awesome. Okay. We're gonna run back down the hill, and we have Malukes. What you doing, buddy? You just heard something out in Goblin.
All right. Well, it sounds like they know we're here, so I'll start making my way up a little bit. I can see the collapsed bridge, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll take a look at it. Does it look like it's super necessary? Do all the pieces look like they're still kind of there, attached to the ropes and such?
Yeah, it's just kind of, it's hanging down. Maybe the bottom portion of it is kind of in the river, so it's kind of moving back and forth a little bit. But it doesn't look like. I mean, it's not in tatters. It just was ripped from one side, and it just happened to be the other side. So it is not in shambles. Let's put it that way.
I'll look across past Bar, be like, "Is there nothing up that way?" To Shanoa or Thordrin.
There's a dead snake.
Yeah, there's a dead snake that has moved down a little bit. You guys can, if you needed to. Again, this is just a big rock slide area. I'd have you guys just make it an easy dexterity, just a single dexterity saving throw. You've already triggered the collapse, and you probably move about half speed up it. It says to move less, but you can move about half speed up it if you wanted to.
That's essentially all my move speed right there. So with dead snake and that sort of thing, I just see Damien has moved up that ridge.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you guys in there, and I will use my action to dash and just move another 15 or so feet.
Okay.
So get about yay there.
Okay. So as you make it up to that area, you're you cast light on the shield.
Yep, and I forget about it until I get about this far and go, wait.
Yeah, I was going to open up some of that, but that's about it. Still, that's about it, all you can see. It's dark in here.
Well,
Sorry
at least I'm in position. Shut
and you can tell that, I mean, directly in front of you, you can hear the waterfall, and you're hearing that distinct sound again, the tink, 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 like something's being hammered on, or sound of metal hitting rock.
Yeah, Blue Oyster Cult is ahead of us. Yep.
Yes. Endymion, it is your turn, sir.
Yeah, I'm gonna attack this guy that slashed my face.
Get him.
And then, but first, I would like to
Rage.
what is it? Bonus? I wish. Bonus action. Equip my dagger to my other hand.
Okay.
And then I'm going to attack him to hit. Would be 13 to hit with the short sword.
That's a miss. He parries it. Parry.
Oh, okay. And then I already used my bonus action to equip the dagger, and shit. I can't do anything else. I'm just gonna end my turn.
Okay. Thorndrin, what would you like to do?
something really dumb.
Oh boy, fall in a pit.
So in Goblin, the goblin that Endymion is trying to hit hears me tell Endymion to stop.
Mhm.
And then to the goblin that I heard, that I know he's going after, I just say, I just want Clark. I need to talk to Clark. Because we got that name from Glimmer, I'm 90% sure.
You did.
Okay.
You'll never make it to him.
Just you and all your little friends don't need to die. We just want to talk to Clark.
You'll never make it to him.
If me and Bar are here, can I see him or no?
I'm gonna say you're 20. Well, again, you're 20 feet below him.
Yeah.
Up at an angle. I don't think you'd be able to see Endymion's back, and that's really about it right now.
Endymion can't hit the deck as a part of a move, as part of this, can he? Hit the deck. I want to do some shit.
You could use a reaction, maybe.
If he had a reaction.
Is that a reaction?
No, what I will do then is I'm going to read the spell so that I know if it says anything.
If it just says you have to see the target, you can't see the target, sir.
It only says. It does say. Damn it! I do have to see him.
I just want to let you guys know you've killed the majority of the goblins here.
In that case, because I can't do anything else, me and Bar are just gonna basically take the dash action.
Okay.
Is Bar's movement halved as well in this? Okay. So that would be 20 more feet with me on him, which would be about there-ish.
Sure.
I don't know. Sure. I don't know. Large ones is weird, so
that's fine. You're good.
With me on him. With my pants getting extremely wet from riding a giant wet dog.
So I'm just going to make this easy on you. This little area right here.
Yeah.
There is a pool that looks like it's been emptied. With rocks moved all scattered to the left and to the right. It looks like that this was where they released a torrent of water earlier from.
Release the river.
And with that, Keithwin.
Okay. Goddamn. So I'm pretty far back. 35 feet movement. 1, 2, 15 is half. So I can only get about here with the difficult terrain.
Okay.
And I'm just holding on to the thing, just trying to just try to gather what's going on, because I've been in that cave for a while.
You are getting light from the source to your left.
Okay. Shanoa, what the hell is happening in here?
Thoradin.
I mean, I know that much, but do you have any specifics? I hear goblin speech. I can't see Endymion anywhere. I can't see Maluk's. Thoradin's missing. Bear's missing. What the hell?
Typical Thoradin plan. So we're going to improvise. Whatever happens, happens.
And with that, I realize that's about 6 seconds of talking, and I'm going to use my dash action to get maybe just a bit further in and just use everything there, because there's nothing else I can do.
Not a problem.
I think I can get to about...
One more.
Yeah, I think I can do one more,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's about all I can do. And that'll be my turn.
Shanoa?
Seeing Kithwin and then knowing Maluk's ran off, knowing he's eventually not going to be seeing anything, I will get probably to there, and then I don't see Endymion, right?
No.
Okay.
Well, I mean, you probably just catch the movements 20 feet up.
And it'd probably be a dex check to climb. Well, no, because I don't have a grappling hook.
Well, no, we're assuming that he never took it back, so the rope's hanging down next to down.
With whatever movement I have left, I wish to attempt to climb.
Okay.
Is that just a dex check?
No, you're going to use your
Strength.
Why do I keep freaking losing my space? Losing my it's strength, athletics.
Okay, so I guess bonus action to put the shield on the back, so I just
Okay.
have the sword climbing up the rope. So
Okay.
fucking shit. 7.
7.
7.
Within the first few feet, you're like, I'm not gaining any ground on this. You can't get your feet to stick to anything. It's slippery. You don't even move an inch up.
Okay, then I'm done.
Okay. And let's do this really, really quick. Let's take a potty break really quick. I know it's in the middle of something. But literally, if you guys can turn the corner, we'll be good to go.
All right, we good?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Shoopy doopy doobity doo. Shoopy doo.
So, as we're waiting for to come back, oh, now we are. But a quick shout out to our resident artist John 1982. John Riggins. He has done all of our character artwork here, and we are joining the movement and moving away of from anything AI related because we have been enlightened, and he is now going to be our artist pretty much exclusively moving forward. So you can find him on the TikToks, like I said, at artistjohn1982. You can follow him there. You can catch some of his artwork on there. He puts it out there. Plus, all around stand up guy. Back to you, Ken.
All righty. Let's go back since the last one was Shinoa. We're going to continue on with this little weird weird kind of combatish thingy that we got going on here. So we got a simple attack by a goblin to Endymion, and that is a 7 plus 4 is 7. Is that plus 4? Hold on. My glasses on. It is a plus 4, so that's a 17 total. It's another hit. Endymion for a total of that plus 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 for 7 more points of damage. And then we're back up to the top of the order with Malukes.
All right. Well, with everything having moved around, Shinoa being behind, look back, look forward, look back, and just make a gesture as to like let them scoot past. So I guess just hold my turn.
Okay.
Or pass.
Endymion?
Well, I'm gonna try to hit this guy again before he gets me in there. So attack with my short sword.
Okay.
Finally, 24 to hit.
That's a definite hit.
And it will be doing 9 damage.
So that guy is gone. With a squeak.
All right, finally.
Squeak.
Yeah.
You have movement and a bonus action, sir.
Yeah. Is this normal terrain or is it still?
This is. Oh, I'm sorry. This is normal terrain, right where you're at.
Okay. Bonus action. 10, 15, 20. I'm gonna move ahead a little bit.
Okay. So looking into that area.
Yeah.
You can see some stairs to the left. And what seem to be 2 rock pools. The first one to your left is completely empty. It looks like there's some rocks and stuff that have been moved out of the way. The second one, it looks like some rocks were moved out of the way. It is kind of filling up some of the basin of the first one, but the water's still flowing as normal from the large waterfall all the way at the back of this. But you can tell this area is not, there's not a lot of slimy growth on the ground or anything like that. It's just regular kind of dungeon terrain. And then a set of stairs that go to your left and down seem to be fine as well.
Bonus action. I'll just bonus action hide them.
Okay. Orndrin?
Okay, so because we are standing pretty much right next to Malukes, I will kind of look at Malukes and be like, all right, bud, I know it's kind of dark in here for you, but you got to move together on this one. And I'm probably going to need your help because I am a pin cushion.
What do you want me to do about it?
I just need support. That's all I need. I need you with me. I can't go in there alone again.
I can't ride the bear. My head will get caved in by the cave.
Well, I don't know if the bear is going to make it up this stair. Like, looking at these stairs in front of me and then looking down at Bar, do I get the feeling that he can make it?
Well, as you're looking at the stairs, a few of the first couple of stairs seem to be kind of a little bit slimy. It's more slimy as you go towards the water, the moving water. But as you start to look like you can go up the stairs, it's going to be a tight squeeze for your bear. He could get through there, and it looks like more dry, not dry terrain. It more dungeony terrain that is non-difficult.
Okay. Then I will have us move. That's my move speed. So I'll have him come up here, and then I'll just kind of look at Endymion and be like, we need to regroup. And knowing that they know we're here anyway, I just kind of like let out one of the big like wolf whistle type things.
Okay, as soon as you move up there, you are hearing what seems to be a large dog fight.
Oh boy!
And you catch the glimpse of, just as you come around this corner.
Yep.
You see a bugbear motioning and yelling out in common, attack, attack. But he's looking away from you. He's not looking towards you.
Then yeah, I'll kind of how deep is the pool right behind us?
The pool right behind you is probably a good 15 to 20 feet deep at its deepest. It's got a large stalactite. Is that right? Stalagmite.
Stalagmite is from the bottom.
Yeah, stalagmite.
Okay.
In the middle.
So like right on the edge, would that be something Bar could stand on?
Sure.
Okay, because I just want him to kind of like settle down and be kind of like try to kind of hide, so he just kind of like lays down and kind of like,
sure.
You're not really hiding, but just making himself less present.
Okay.
And I still, I kind of get behind this stalagmite and just like I said, I do the wolf whistle to kind of signal to Noah as the like get up here quickly type thing.
Kithwin, it's your turn.
I have some ground to catch up, so I'm going to move as fast and as far as I can.
Okay.
Probably get a dash. It's still cut in half through this whole area.
Okay.
Movement is still halved through this whole area. It doesn't end at any point. Okay, so that's
just so you know, once you make it to the stairs, past Maluk's, that's where it's going to kind of dry out.
Okay, so that's my first bit of movement. I think halved would get me to about here. And then if I dash, I'm just going to... Oh, and also as I'm dashing, I'm kind of... Can I take out my staff? I guess that'll be... Is that okay? Is the bonus action? Okay. And then go by Maluk's and be like, don't worry, buddy, I got this. And I think I can get to about here. And then just in case that water thing happens again, because I don't know where it's coming from. I haven't had enough time to figure that out. She takes the staff and just digs it into the ground. Just be like, if it comes through, at least I have something to hold on to. And then that'll be my turn, because that's about as far as I can go. I think you're muted, sir. I can't hear you.
I'm muted. Sorry about that. Okay, so you make it up to there. Then we go back to Shanoa again. Oops, I'm sorry. Before Shanoa, you can move. That's fine. Before Shanoa, he actually made it. So this bugbear moves to the stairs, and then you also see a goblin right behind him. And since anybody can hide, why don't you both give me? You said you were hiding, right?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not even gonna. I'm not. Don't read. There's nowhere for the bear to hide. I'm just gonna make it easy on both of us. That is an 18 to hit.
The bear or me?
The bear.
Yep.
From a javelin, that is 5, 10, 15, 20. That is in range. The bear is going to take a total of 10, 11, 12 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
And a javelin sticking out of it. And you can hear the bugbear and goblin telling, get up here, attack them. That's basically all that's being said. Now, Shanoa, sorry.
I would probably just use the movement to get up, because I would probably get to about there. Do I do it now? Bonus action, second win.
Not a problem.
For 6.
Okay. And then anything else?
That's all I do.
Okay. Go ahead and make an attack as this wolf comes ripping by you, Thordrin. Engaging Bar.
So I'm just making an attack.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will tell you that you do notice it looks like it's got a little blood on it.
You can also choose not to if you want.
Yeah, you can choose.
I will choose. No, I will, but I'm going to make it non-lethal.
Okay.
So I'm just going to try to knock it out.
Rock on, sir.
Put your foot out and trip.
21.
That's a hit.
Okay. And where's the correct die? There it is. For 10.
Okay. It basically is just going to like slide into your bear, unconscious, and in a prone position. So what I will say is this. I want you to roll a d20 for me.
I don't like it when you make me do that because I don't like not knowing context. That is a 14.
Go ahead and make an attack roll on the prone wolf for me, sir. Sorry. From Bar.
Oh no. Okay. Go back to his sheet.
Advantage.
With advantage.
It's prone.
Yep. With advantage, I shit you not. It is a 7.
Okie doke. Kind of snaps at it.
I got 2 nat 1s, and I'm not even joking.
All right. Kind of snaps at it. Nothing really. Nothing really much occurs, and then you have.
Oh, sorry. Guy. That was a nat 1, and these dice are a little hard to read in the dark. And a 7. Or 7.
7 plus?
Or no, it is 7 total on the one, 8 total on the other one.
Okay. This guy is going to
1 and a 2.
here. He is down the stairs and will take a shot at Bar as well. That is a nat 20 on Bar.
Bar's getting lit up.
It's the biggest thing he can see.
Yep.
They don't mess around. So 24.
Yeah.
That is a 6 and 8. So a total of 8 points of damage, and that was with a freaking nat 20. Oh wait, wrong weapon. Nope, still an 8.
Okay.
Piercing damage. So 8 points of piercing damage. And then we're going to move right back up to Maluk's.
All right. Seeing as Shinoa has managed to make her way over there,
You have
I'll
lights.
once with normal speed at that point. I've already done the measurements, about 40 feet-ish of light coming from the shield. So that means just behind that low, like that goblin down. Where's the ping option? About right around here.
Okay.
At the very least. So I hear a bunch of stuff going on. I see some guys in distance. I go, okay, well, that looks a bit like a problem. And I'll just pick a point a little bit past him. Roughly 20 feet. Yeah, that'll be good. I'll cast Sleep.
Okay, what's the DC?
There is no DC.
What's
So
the-
Sleep. This spell sends creatures into a magical slumber. Roll 5d8. Cool.
It's the
hit points.
Gotcha. It's the. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's the total hit dice. Yes.
Yeah, no worries. So, creatures within 20 feet of a point you choose within range are affected by in ascending order of their current hit points. And this ignores unconscious creatures. Starting with the creature that has the lowest current hit points, each creature affected by a spell falls unconscious until the spell ends. The sleeper takes damage for blah, 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 blah. Anyways,
So-
I rolled the dice on it. 30 hit points worth of sleepy times is
Okay.
into that.
So that's. We'll make it easy on ourselves. That's 14. So that is another 16. Let me go to this other page.
Whoever's lowest passes out and just keeps going until
Yeah.
the 30 points no longer affects someone. So it's like they're kind of getting reduced to 0. But
So the 2 goblins will suck up 14 of it, leaving you 16, correct?
yeah, so they both go down.
Yeah, and the bugbear has much higher than that. So the
Okay,
bugbear.
if there's
would not-
anything else in that cave behind there, and if they have lower HP than those guys, then
within 20
But-
feet that is not already unconscious.
yep. So those 2 goblins go down. Great.
Those 2 goblins go down.
I will also roll a d20 real quick, just so everyone can see it. That was really close. We're good.
Kaboom!
Oh no.
No, no.
And I will look at that and go, all right, well, that was great. And then I suddenly warp a bit, seeing that this bugbear has kind of done some things. I start shifting a bit, and like I look like I just kind of blur and shift a little bit. And I will, as a bonus action, use one of my new features and quicken a firebolt at this guy. And I'm going to add in a Tides of Chaos to that, baby.
So you have to roll.
Yes, I do have to roll to hit. But
Boom.
with this quicken, it's going to be a bonus action. It's a cantrip. I can do that. And that is a 25 to hit the bugbear.
That's definitely a hit.
All right. And well, shucks. It's going to be 3 points of fire damage to him.
Ouch.
Yeah, and I rolled really low, but at that point, it just like to Kithwin, who's probably behind and Shinoa right next to me. It looks like a separate version of myself starts to leap backwards a bit and just hucks this firebolt forward as it just kind of feel a little bit strange, and then it just snaps back into one.
Okay.
I just sit there and go, what just happened?
God, Luke's.
Thordrin, what are you doing?
Yes.
I did that.
Yes.
Get it. And I will jump back valiantly.
Oh, I'm sorry. And not Thordrin. Endymion.
Before I do it, I'm just gonna, speak out to my little friends and be like, "Do you guys have like a potion or anything? I am not doing so well over here." Before I do anything else,
I got nothing.
I don't think Kithwin is in a position to take your drink order, sir.
and I will just use my action to sheath my swords and just draw my bow and just stay hiding there.
Sorry about that. I had to herd some dogs. You've heard of dogs? Well, a herd of them is in my room. Sorry about that. What did you do, sir? Sorry.
He got his bow out and then he hid.
Then he hit again. Okay.
Stayed hiding.
So now it's Thordrin's turn.
Okay, so Thordrin is going to run up, kind of stepping over the goblin. And, now I'm under the goblin. But he is going to come up and just put his hands directly on to Clark as he looks extremely angry. And his tattoo starts to glow, and he is going to cast Inflict Wounds.
So you need to touch him first, sir.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm walking up to him. I'm there. I'm just under a goblin. So I was there. I was right next to the H7, moved up to there. So I can touch him, right?
You can make an attack to touch him, yes.
Yes. That is going to be for a dirty 20.
Of course it is.
It's 13 plus 7.
Of course it is.
And then, so if that hits, that's going to be 3d10.
Okay.
That is 2 zeros. That's 21.
Okay. He's still standing.
Shit. I was kind of hoping that would work better. Okay. That's my turn.
Kithwin, what are you up to? You guys are pulling up the rear. You got this.
It's all right. I has a 35 back to my full 35 feet of movement. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. I haven't used my quarterstaff yet. Does that have any reach, or is that just plain melee?
No, I think
5 foot reach.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it has a 5 foot reach, so you would be able to get in. It's kind of a lot of stuff going on in that little hole right there, but you can reach in with your quarterstaff.
As I'm going by, can I use a bonus action rather than hitting? Can I just take a second to look at the wolf and just note whether or not it has an underbite as I'm running past?
This wolf is completely black.
All right.
It is completely
all right.
black.
Not worried about it then. Moving on. Time to swing at the goblin closest to me. Unfortunately, yeah.
Okay.
They are.
So the goblin you can get right into contact with. The bugbear you would have to have a 5. You're going to have a 5 foot reach at.
The goblin's an unconscious goblin.
Yeah.
That's an unconscious goblin. Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Then the 5 foot reach. I am going to go for the bugbear. All right. Let's see. Let me roll that attack with the quarterstaff. Haven't done this yet. Just double checking my stuff. Roll a hit. Ooh, that's a 20 to hit.
So that definitely hits. And with that hit, you can roll your damage.
Okay.
And as you're rolling your damage, when you hit this bugbear over the top of Thordrin, it's like a little bit of a reach for you. That's why we're using the 5 foot. But what you kind of see also is some of these ribbons that are attached to your staff. They kind of almost reach out and seem to do the actual damage rather than you making contact with the actual staff. Like it was just almost out of range, but again, you see these almost like literally like reaching out, giving the snaps to his face. And your damage is?
I can't remember because I haven't used this one before. There's one for bludgeoning and one for regular damage. Do they both roll?
You don't have your subclass yet.
I don't have my subclass yet, so see, I'm
Uh,
looking at.
Oh, that's versatile. Are you doing both?
Are you using two hands or one?
Then roll the one.
Yeah, I'm using two hands. So the 1d8.
It's the higher, yeah.
So the higher one. So not this one or this
that
one. All right, so that's going to be 8.
Okay, and to you, you're like, hey, I smacked this thing, but it seemed to do a little bit more, dropping this guy to the ground.
So, she just kind of like looks and then looks at her mom's old broom and then looks at her mom's hair ribbons and I'm going to note this for later.
Yeah, they're just kind of oddly floating or flowing. There is no breeze in here other than maybe a little bit coming off of the waterfall, kind of that kind of movement. Just odd. It just catches your eye.
I'm not going to make a big deal of it now, but definitely noted. She just looks kind of confused at it and then looks down at Clark and then looks over at Thorjan. I think I got him.
He dropped like a bag of bricks. He only had a couple hit points left anyway.
I nudge him with my foot. Yeah, I think so. You muted yourself. I can't hear you.
There are.
Oh, sorry. I just look around.
You still have 2 goblins. You have an unconscious wolf that you see. You have 2 goblins that are still asleep. Prone. Shanoa, would you like to come up and do something?
I'm not even going to use my bonus action. She's just too confused with what just happened, so I'll forego that.
Okay.
20. Is there anything that I can see in this room behind all this shenanigans?
There are 2 smaller bodies and 1 larger body on the floor. Kithwin, Thordrin, just kind of blocking whatever view. You're on the bottom kind of this little wood or little rock staircase leading up.
Does the light from the shield expand our vision a little bit? Those of us without.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Get the guy who casts spells. He's really good at this stuff. You're all dead. You are still technically in combat.
Tie them up. Tie them up.
Like the worst technically you could possibly be in. But the bugbear is dead. Just to let you know.
And
we kill them or we tie them up. What do we do?
I say tie them up.
Okay. Shanoa, what were you doing? Sorry.
Well, because I don't see anything else in this room from all the jam on the 405.
Yes. So what I'll do for you guys is do this. I'll do that for you.
Well,
In this
seeing-
room, from what you guys can see, other than the 2 bugbears that are just hanging out, I'm sorry, the 2 goblins that are just hanging out, there seems to be just sacks and crates of looted provisions that are piled in the south end of the large cave. To the west, the floor slopes toward a narrow opening that descends into darkness. The large opening leads north down a set of natural stone steps, which you are on right now. And the roar of the waterfall behind you, it's kind of still, it's, you can hear you guys self talking or yelling, but other than that, it's still kind of open for discussion. And I will allow you to do whatever you would like. If you're going to tie them up, then I will allow you to move around.
Well, seeing how Uncle and Sildar aren't here, maybe there's somewhere else in this cave. We can
That's
either
you.
we can either wake one of them up and question them, or we can just leave them tied up and keep moving.
There's that bridge back there. I can go work on that for a bit.
Well, having Dimian go with you to keep an eye on you.
Well, you probably won't be able to see to work, so I'll go with you. You,
Or do
brother,
that.
can question one of them.
Yeah, ask him about the spider, because I was gonna say we should ask Clark like who his boss was, but you know,
But
I guess he's dead.
Caitlin killed him because she's kind of turning into a serial killer.
No,
Yes.
don't say that.
I mean,
look,
a
maybe there's.
serial adventurer?
Serial event.
I don't want to think about it. And she just kind of leans down and starts kind of looking through the bugbear stuff to see if maybe there's like orders or something useful information wise on him.
Okay.
I'm just gonna say, Kithwin, I do believe you've killed the most people.
Yes.
Goblins.
Thordrin, I love
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Okay. My bad.
So I'll make this easy for Malukes and Shanoa. After a bit of time, you're able to deduce that you can climb up this other side relatively safe. All I would ask you to do is make a dexterity saving throw and don't roll a 1.
I mean, I was gonna go down to the bridge and grab the 2 ends and mend them together.
That's up to you. You can mend the bridge, or you can. Is that what you want to do? Just mend it?
There's
Okay.
less
I can use
chance
Mage
of me
Hand to
rolling
bring
a
any
one.
like little adrift parts and just grab them. It takes like maybe a minute or 2, but
Okay.
it works. It's magic.
Let me do this real quick. Do that real quick. Do this real quick. Do that real quick. Come over here. And why am I not erasing again?
Should I roll an investigation in order to look through the body, or
No, you don't. You won't need to do that. You can take all the time you want. While you're doing that, because I'm going to play 2 sides of this really quick. And Dimian, what are you doing?
I'm just chilling, holding on. I'm not feeling that well to do anything at the moment, so I'm just gonna
I know
just
why.
keep on.
It's supposed to be this one. There we go. What were you doing, sir? If you want to move with them, you can move with them. It's up to you, Endymion.
No, I'm not feeling that well to move. I'm just gonna stay here, so that way I can keep a lookout in case there's anything coming up.
Awesome.
In this time that has transpired, would that justify a short rest?
No.
Okay.
2 minutes.
Well, I was just asking.
No.
Valid question.
No.
Okay.
Asking
once
is a free action.
Once I get the bridge mended up, I do a little again fist pump in the air and go, all right, cool. I'll be up there in a second. Turn around, start running, slip, trip, eat shit on the stairs a bit, and then just continue making my way back up to Shanoa.
You what on the steps? What did you do while you were climbing up the steps?
Fall down, bash my jaw against the stairs.
Oh.
You know, the skater equivalent of eating shit.
So let's just make it easy on you guys. I will give you what they had here in a second. these two guys are tied up. If Kithwin and Thordrin want to move themselves into that room. So this whole area straight in front of you, Thordrin, is all kinds of crates and all kinds of weird stuff hanging out in there. Crates and all kinds of things. You both hear the muffled sounds of a canine in pain behind you.
Behind us, like towards. Okay. So, at that, being more in tune with animals and everything like that, I will, after making sure they are securely tied up, I will go to this thing and, oh, now it disappeared. There it is. You're muted.
I'm not muted. I didn't.
I pressed the wrong. I pressed my Discord push to talk button rather than the. Yeah. Yeah. I'm following behind. I'm letting you take the lead, but I'm just following behind just to see what's going on.
So, looking at it, do I see the description? Does the wolf match the description that Glimmer gave us?
Not this wolf is not white. This wolf is like dirty brown. It does have a protruding jaw, but it's dirty brown, like gross, like stuck, gooey stuff.
I think she.
And it is her.
Yeah, I think she might be white if we cleaned her up, but I think that's. I'll just say her name just to double check and just be like, Jaw.
Give me just a random d20.
Okay. Gotta get back to that page. Clicking. Rolling. It's a 12.
Okay. You get a muffled reaction, more like a growl, and maybe kind of moving a little way away from you.
So, go ahead.
Glimmer misses you, honey.
Nothing.
I'll make myself real small.
So, speak with Beast still up in the most calming tone that I can.
Mm-hmm.
I just kind of sit there and I think you're hurt, friend. I want to help.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh boy. That's not my strong suit. But let's go for it.
91.
That no, it's a 12. Plus
Okay.
nothing.
It's just laying there.
So
it looks pretty injured.
I kind of put both the hands out.
Okay.
I'm not gonna hurt you.
Okay.
And I kind of reach up and I will cast Cure Wounds on it.
Okay.
Which will be a D8 for 9 hit points.
Okay. I mean, it's got some trauma.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to be very friendly. It seems to be rather agitated.
So, keeping in that same calming voice, I will just sit there. We are not going to hurt you. I understand you've been through a lot. But back with us, well, at our cart, we have a young one by the name of Glimmer who took care of you.
Not much of a response. Shinoa and Malux, you guys can move down that other side if you want to that I revealed.
Do you want to keep?
I look over. Do we want to tell them or do we just want to go on?
We should let them know that we fixed the bridge so they know what's going on.
Okay.
All right. And I guess me and Chanel will head back and just if Endymius just hang out there, I'll give him a high five on the way.
Okay.
I will still stay there just to keep watch if anything comes across this bridge.
And as I get back to this side, I look at the goblins tied up, look over, and go, "Hey guys, we've got to look." Oh, that
I think it might be Toothjaw, but she's real skittish.
This is like the classic dog at the kennel kind of
So yeah,
in a corner.
Because my hands are still up, I just sit there and if you just chill for a second, we won't hurt you, and we can get you out of here. We can get you to Glimmer, and nobody here will hurt you. But I understand if you need to go, but we can keep you safe. I don't know what else is out there.
So you're saying that it can go past you, or I'm not. What I'm saying is there enough room to move past you?
Yeah, I would move out of the way so that, because I'm not going to sit there and forcefully.
It moves out there. It moved its full distance. What is the rest of the party doing in this room with the two goblins? And Endymion, our best investigator. What you doing, buddy?
Me, I'm just here watching Chinoa, just helping her keep check. So I'm not feeling that well to move yet. So
okay, just chilling out. Okay. Anybody else going once? Going twice?
Seeing the wolf move past us, I just kind of look back and left and go, "All right, well, I got the bridge fixed. We can go see what's on the other side." I'm gonna head back and meet up with Chanel.
Okay.
Everything good here?
I just need a second with the goblins.
As you guys are making your way that direction, you do see this goblin pounce on the other. I'm sorry, this wolf pounce on the other wolf that is down.
It wasn't really a wolf; it was a goblin in a wolf.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it just tears into it. So this one, this one's gone. Remember that Glimmer did tell you that Toothjaw loved to fight Ripper.
I don't have anything to do with that.
Can I roll like an animal handling or anything just to get a vibe check on Toothjaw? Just to be like, hey, you got him.
I might give her some space, maybe.
That's a 17 animal handling.
Okay. In your presence, we're going to say that the wolf seems calm, but again, it's a wild dog. You, other than animal handling, think about maybe something else you can do to maybe give it a feel.
I mean, I have rations which might include like that salted pork that Glimmer liked, so I might just be like, "Hey, good job," and just kind of toss it in their direction.
Oh, ravenously eats it up.
And just with
the ears that are, kind of folding back just a little bit. Mm-hmm. Maybe. And
I'll just show that, hey, I've got some more if you want to follow. It's all yours.
Very apprehensive, but still.
Can I add a persuasion roll to that? Just because she's like, sure. Hey, okay.
Sure.
That's a 24.
Again, kind of maybe just like with Glimmer, that kind of, okay, I like you, but I don't know these other people vibe. Especially when there's a giant brown bear standing right next to me.
I'm just going to be like, hey, Thordrin, come get Bear. There's a little tension.
Well, seeing as how...
What you doing with the goblins,
The wolf is between those two. I don't think that would be a good idea. So I just tell Bar, like, stand down there, bud. Chill.
Are you
then
gonna
I
move?
like, no, I will move over here before saying that.
Awesome.
And then turning to the goblins, I just kind of kick one in the boots to kind of wake him up.
Okay, we can say they're both awake. It's been more than a minute.
Okay. So as they're awake, I just kind of like take my hammer off the belt and I like plant it on the ground. And I kind of look at them, and in Goblin I say, this can go one of two ways. The easy way is you tell me what I need to know.
What do you need to know? Filthy, disgusting.
I would watch your tone.
What do you need to know? Disgusting animal.
And Kithwin standing right there, you would like hear the knuckles cracking, like as he's like,
Kithlan is trusting you on this journey to do what you need to do. If they are stupid enough to smart math you at this point, maybe I won't have the highest kill count anymore.
I would say, Kithwin, you might want to take that wolf and just walk away a little bit.
The dog is walking me. I'm not walking the dog, so I'm just following the wolf.
So
why don't you just let us go?
I have it on good authority that you guys may have taken a elf and a dwarf into your camp.
What about it?
Where are they?
You gonna let us go?
Answer my question first, and then we'll talk about it.
And you'll never know then. You'll never know. And the other one's just like basically going along with the same thing. You can let us go.
Is that fire going?
The fire pit is roaring.
So, kind of like taking like, because somebody who tied them up with the rope in the first place. Do I have another length of rope?
Sure.
Sweet. I kind of sit there and well, no. Is there anything hanging above the fire pit long enough for me to kind of throw the rope over? No?
No.
Shit. Okay.
It's a rock ceiling about 12 to 15 feet.
Okay. At that point, I kind of give like a low whistle, kind of like the dude with the mohawk from Guardians of the Galaxy calling his little dart thing.
Mm-hmm.
And Bar just kind of takes a wide berth around the wolf, and he kind of comes over here. And I sit there, and as the bear just kind of like settles in, looking kind of mean, I sit there. You can tell me what I want to know. Otherwise, my bear's going to get fed real good.
I need a perception check from the bear, please.
Okay. Does this have to do with smell by chance?
You can no.
Okay.
It's all smells the same in here, just to be honest with you.
It's all good. Not great, but not bad. +1 for a 13.
Okay. Your bear definitely notices that there's somebody laying in the corner. That is not that person's name, though. I changed it. I don't know why it changed back.
All right. That one of mine? That is mine.
Yeah.
Mystery guy. I dig it. So I kind of like, as Bar kind of like is sniffing over by him. Who's over there?
It's probably one of the guys we were told to get.
Specifics?
I don't know his name. He was just with that dwarf guy.
The dwarf guy. Now we're making progress, and you're one step closer to walking out of here.
Well,
Where is the dwarf?
they took him away.
Who's they?
Some other goblins and a couple of these goblins that were they were goblins, but they had like electricity around them or something, like static, like the lightning. The kind of
They're
heads.
not one of yours?
No, I don't claim those freaks.
I'm getting instructions from Shanoa. Um, so, and what about the elf? Where's he?
Where's the elf?
Because there's an elf with.
He kind of looks
Dungeon,
over
right?
past.
He's human.
He kind of looks
Is he
over
human?
past,
Oh, sorry, human.
past your bear. Yeah.
No, he's an elf. I think
Yeah.
so. So Sildar is an elf.
Why
And
is his name-
there's an unconscious elf.
Yeah. Shut up, Shanoa.
I have human written down for Sildar.
Oh my god! Why does this keep changing? Who's ever changing this? Stop.
What am I? I don't think that any of we can do that, can we?
What the hell? Why does it keep on doing that? Okay, watch this. Boop. Watch
Nothing.
this. Ah!
Whee!
He
Well, there
vanished.
was a guy there, and he just disappeared.
He is a guy.
All right.
See, I have Sildar written down as a human.
Nope. Sildar is definitely an elf.
Sildar's not.
Pretty sure.
Yeah,
Well,
I in my notes I have it as elf as well.
So we were both wrong. He is a humanoid.
Oh.
Sorry. Why did I say elf? Did I say elf?
Fairly
Guess
sure.
so, because that's what it is in my notes.
Half elf?
So many
could've swore-
people in our party are elves, so
I could have swore he was half elf.
Mandela
Well,
effect.
either way. Point is, the other guy. Where is the other guy with him?
The dwarf? They took him
Yes.
away. They took him away.
Okay, so the dwarf, and this is the other guy?
Yes.
Got it. Now I'm going to ask you a different kind of question. If I let you out of here, what is the probability that you go and you find another goblin party, you start raiding, and you start killing innocents again?
0 to none.
Insight check.
Roll your stupid insight check. See if you can beat my 11.
What are you talking about, 11?
With my +7, I will take my rolled 11 for 18.
This guy has no. He just wants to be free, brother.
Above game, remember they all were basically taken here and forced to work. They're probably just going to try and go home.
Where did you come from?
From the land down under. Literally. Underground.
Give him a Vegemite sandwich.
It's
Nobody likes that.
No, it's very good.
No, it tastes like ass.
I like Vegemite. You're only supposed to use it sparingly over butter.
Hey, tough guy, you going to hurry up with this, or am I going to have to rot here and die? You're taking a long time deciding my fate.
I take out my knife and no, because I'm just going to untie it. I'm not going to cut the rope because that would be a waste of rope. So I untie it, and like before he gets up, though, I kind of grab him by the arm. If I see either one of you again, and you are doing anything untoward, I will end you.
I've been warned. Dusker, let's go. So you let them go?
Yeah.
You see them make their way through a shallow or small opening Voop. Voop. And then disappear.
Fireball into the hole.
Yes. Malukes
Um,
and Shanoa, what are you doing real quick?
What are they doing in there? We've been waiting to cross this bridge.
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 Board. Bridge.
Yep.
They're doing
Shanoa,
whatever. Bridge.
Yep. Right.
Wouldn't
You
they have?
can't
Would
see
they
them.
have seen the goblins leaving from the bridge?
Nope. They were both filthy as
In
fuck.
the time it took you guys to like have that whole conversation, we probably moved on before you got to the
You already explored the whole thing.
guilty or not.
Yeah.
So I was just like, let's just go.
Yeah.
So
let's
Shanoa-
clear it. Let's make sure the rest of the cave is all right.
When
So
I see
Shanoa-
Malukes just take across the bridge, it's like, oh shit, I better go with him.
Yeah. So across the bridge, as you make your way across the bridge, down around the corner, again, this noise is kind of fading away a little bit, but you get up to an area that looks, when you look down it, you can see the coiled dead serpent at the bottom of this rock slide. That's where it led
really
up
is
to
a
for you
dead
guys. You make your way into this other area. This area smells. This area is nothing more than what appears to be an abandoned sleeping area for goblins, or who the denizens of whatever was here. There is a large cooking fire that is still kind of going. They probably left, given a check or some type, probably within 12 hours they have left, giving really no signs of anything. The one thing that's prominent about this is that Shanoa, when you do enter this area, kind of back here, you get a feeling of something not living, something alive but undead. And basically at the same identical time you get that kind of a feeling, out of this pile of rubble and grossness that's in the back, is the half torso of a skeleton kind of crawling its way towards you.
All right, so we should obviously ransack the place.
There's nothing to
Hey,
see
man.
here. Time to go.
You okay?
I will step up.
Can he hit something? Going once.
Probably fucking not. I'll get a nat
Is the
fucking
skeleton
one.
violent? Good question.
No,
Does he
it's
need
just-
help? Or they? I don't know. I can't tell.
Not exactly my first question, but a valid one.
I will swing and probably miss.
I really hope you get a one.
It
It's
is
his
at
throw.
advantage. It is at advantage.
Holy shit.
It's at
What's funny-
advantage.
Come on. You,
For
you
everybody
got
at
it.
home,
Non-natural
Okay.
20.
there we go.
And you make
30,
contact. Go ahead and do your damage.
For everybody at home, he is swinging with a +1 longsword and hasn't managed to hit shit all day. But we love you anyway, Patrick.
7 damage.
As you make contact with this and the 7 damage scatters the bones in a small pile around it, Malukes, and Shanoa, because you're in there and you did it, you also see this, what can be best described as a small burst of radiant energy, scattering the bones even farther away from each other.
Covered in bone dust.
Yep.
That guy had a family, you know.
After
Or
a
gal.
few minutes of
He was
searching
coming
around,
right at me.
yes, he was going to get
True.
you. After a few minutes of looking around, there's nothing in here. There's literally nothing in here.
Let's go back
This,
to the other
again,
place and see if there's any loot.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
What would you two like to do?
Well, I rolled it. So there's nothing with a 21. Fucking
Not
roll.
not even a copper piece left behind.
Well, I guess we'll head back.
Now you roll good.
Yeah, now roll fucking 21.
Rolling for shit.
Prestidigitation. Get all the dust off me. Just go. All right, so that's new. Have you always been able to do that, or do you
Nope.
think that was a skeleton?
I don't know. Have you ever attacked a skeleton? It's probably like bone dust or something.
Honestly, though, I was not expecting bomb skeletons. That's crazy. We gotta warn
Bomb
the others about this sort of stuff.
skeleton.
This is an epidemic.
I like how you're just wandering off and you can't see anything.
I assume you're coming with.
Yeah.
We're just walking and talking as we're heading back. It's like, yeah, but seriously. Okay, so the skeletons don't usually move on their own, right?
I've never seen a skeleton.
I mean, sure, there's like stories about it. Everyone's got a skeleton in them. It's only a matter of time before we join the great skeleton army. But it's crazy.
Yeah.
I wonder what
I
that.
kind of like poke Endymion as I walk past. You still alive? You're not bleeding out, are you?
Just a little bit.
To talk to Thortran about that.
Well, I did ask earlier, but nobody said anything.
Hey guys, what's going on here? Oh, there's a guy.
Hey, there's a guy.
Thorgrim-
Is that guy bleeding out?
Thordrin is tapped out. He has used all of his.
Lindsay's.
But- Well, now he walked away, so I don't know.
Do you have, by any chance, do you have the cantrip for keeping people from not bleeding out or whatever? Spare the
I
dying?
do have Spare the Dying, and I have Goodberry.
All right,
As
slap him back to stabilization.
so, I will walk away from this guy real quick, go up to Endymion. I take my ring, and I just kind of like twist a little bit, and just a little Goodberry just kind of pops out. And I just give it to him. There you go.
Think with this ring again.
So what does this thing do?
It's a good berry. It will give you 1 hit point.
They actually taste really good.
They do.
All right.
But,
They're berry flavored.
Yeah. They're like crunch berries.
So
I would
What
like to
else?
change my item to Ring of Crunch Berry.
Yeah.
okay. So as you guys look around, other than the body just still laying there of the human,
Casually drag him
Is
out.
he
of
human
his
or is he an elf?
Is he dead or is he passed out? We should check that.
Are we human or are we hamsters?
piles of sacks and crates provided that basically he was behind what they were would have used for cover, but they had moved him from another area. It looks like maybe from some drag marks or something like that. Most of these items that you find, boxes and crates and sacks, all have a blue lion symbol on them. In fact, every one of them do. Pretty much everything in here has a blue lion symbol on it.
Have we seen this symbol before?
Well, you probably all have at one point in time, because it belongs to a merchant company that has a warehouse in Phandalin known as the Lion Shield Coaster. There's a lot of their stuff in here for some strange reason.
I've seen this mark before.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of guys who are based out of Phandalin, I think.
And we're going to Phandalin.
Yeah, convenient.
And
You'll find your
I bet you if we brought this shit back, they might give us a thing or two for it.
How do you suppose we carry everything?
I suppose that we would bring the cart to the door and that we would just take a little while to load the cart there. We got room.
Or we turn the
You-
bridge into a raft. Just go down the river.
I don't know if this quantifies as a river as much as a stream, but I like the way you think.
It's right in between.
It's
It's
a
a
ream.
What a big circle.
It's a striver.
It's a stripper.
Anybody doing anything with
Yeah.
poor Sildar?
Is
he
he alive?
I don't know. You have to make checks
Okay.
for that.
I
That's
would
what
like to make a
it's about.
medicine check on him if I can.
Thank you.
Don't have me roll. Oh, he's dead.
You just leave him.
That
I
would
was-
be a 23.
I was kind of letting Thordrin handle this one. I felt like he needed a win, so I was just like, he'll do good. He'll do fine. I'm just gonna stay with the doggy.
So yeah, he looks like he's been beaten up and then beaten up again. He is breathing but unconscious.
Do I sense that he is stable or that he needs to be stabilized?
He seems unconscious. That's all you can get from it.
Okay. So I will try to wake him.
He doesn't.
And the light.
He doesn't really. Oh, you slap him. He's going to make
no,
death saving throw now.
Not a full-on slap, just a
Nat
gentle
20.
kind of like
Oh, he's
ping, ping, ping,
dead.
ping, ping, ping. Like, wake up, bud.
He
Come on.
seems to be unconscious.
All right. Well,
He's gonna need a minute.
so he's also going to Fandolin. I'm willing to bet. So how about we just deliver him as well?
Put him in a crate.
Sure. I don't know if
think-
I'm down with the putting him in a crate.
There's probably a sack around here.
Also, don't think that's a good idea, and that's me saying that.
What's going on in there?
He's
like-
a kind of dead guy.
Please,
I pick him
please
up.
win. Save us.
I pick him up, and it's like, well, let's
What will the halfling do?
take him back
I look
to camp.
I look back at Toothjaw and just be like, "Hey, if you could hang out for a sec, I'll give you another treat if you hang out for a sec." Like, and she's just so no, she doesn't. He doesn't understand, but you know how crazy people talk to their animals. She's like,
that's me.
yeah, just like, I'm gonna be right back. Okay, please don't. Please don't go. I mean, you're free to go wherever you want, but please don't go. And then she just kind of like wanders back in. What is happening in here?
Guy.
Oh my
Guy.
good grief. God.
Pretty sure this was the guy with my uncle, but he's really fucked up.
He's a human. He could be.
I
He's
pick him
either a
up.
human or an elf. We're not quite sure. We have contradicting input here.
Here. I pick him up and do the whole like arm on the
Mr.
let's get him out of here and let's get back to camp.
Yeah, Mr. Sildar, just hang in there. He looks
He can't.
okay-ish.
he
He's
is
just
super-
sleeping.
He's dead. I'm fairly certain he's dead.
The guy,
I'm just kidding.
Okay.
He's alive.
mechanically, I believe he's at 0 but stable.
Okay, then let's get him
you should see
out
the
of
other
here. We can head back. Did we search out the rest of the cave? Was there anything else interesting?
We cleared out the cave. We didn't really see anything else.
Okay. I think it's
in
time
this-
for us
well-
to fuck off then.
In this room, is there any just looking through the shit real quick? Is there anything
I need
amongst
you
the rebel?
There is. There's all kinds
Okay.
of. Again, there's all kinds of stuff back here.
Okay.
But what I would ask you to do, in fact, what I'll do is I'll turn your shitty group perception roll into a group investigation check.
Okay.
And even with that score, you guys actually do find a small chest. I would make a comment about a small chest, but I won't.
I prefer bigger chests, but a small one.
No.
Size does not matter, only how you use them.
It looks like so this small chest has a lot of coins in it. A lot.
Okay.
It looks like a small statue of a jade statue of a frog with 2 tiny gold orbs for eyes. You also find 2 potions in them. Giving that roll as well, they look identical to the potion that was given to Glimmer. You
Hand
also
one of those to Endinmian, please.
Okay. It is there. There are 2 potions of healing, just the 2d4 plus 2 version. And then I need. Let's just make it easy, Thorndrin. Just roll really quick a D100, please.
I got you.
You find basically it just looks kind of like a messenger bag of some sort, kind of
This would
brightly colored, and
A3.
A3. You
A3. Yes.
and then I will take one D100 from Maluk's as well.
Sure. It's 28. But that's not a wild magic surge that I just did.
And one D100 roll from let's do Endymion. You haven't rolled a lot tonight. Let's do one for you too.
Uh, 36.
36. Alrighty. You guys have pretty much cleaned everything out. Again, you found this kind of looks like a messenger bag, kind of brightly colored. It is dirty as all hell, but brightly colored. Again, a small chest, lots and lots of coins in it. 2 healing potions in there, jade statue. That's really the only thing of value that you guys really find that's anything different than all the rest of the stuff that you found with the
Can I dump out the bag?
What's that?
Can I dump out the bag?
You
Because I stuck
can.
my hand in the last thing and that hurt, so I'm not going to do that.
You can if you'd like.
Yeah, I just take the bag and just kind of.
Okay. So as you guys see him turn this bag inside out, you start to see several swords, some leather armor, a couple small backpacks. I need you to make I need you to roll me a D20 twice.
Okay.
I would like to take the dodge action.
That would be a 2 and an 18.
Okay. On the 2, I'd like you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
That's fun. Okay, +3. And that is a 14. So
As you do this and you're cleaning out, 2 backpacks fall out. Let's say 2 swords fall out. A bow falls out. Some arrows, looks like random stuff, and then 4 potion bottles fall out. One of them completely shatters on the ground, and it is useless. But the other one, and that was, let me make sure I get the right one. That was number 1 went away. But there are 3 that are still intact.
Okay,
Sweet.
so the player knows what this is, but because we live in an adventuring town, we've seen a bag of holding before, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
In my understanding of the world, I don't really care about bags of holding.
Wow, that's useful.
Holy shit! There's like an disproportionate amount of shit in this bag.
Yeah,
It does that every time.
I mean, yeah, but
okay, so it's a bag of holding. So let's put all the important shit in there.
I don't think that guy will fit.
Let's not put the guy in there, but how about everything else? And I'll grab a big bulky thing and see if I can just drop it into the bag.
Your determination is this: there is enough stuff there to fill 2 carts.
Do we follow?
It will take you a while to move it, like a good day or 2, just to move it out of the cave. There's so much
Do-
stuff there.
do
And
we
load
follow-
it up and get it ready to go if that's what you're going to do. But you don't have 2 empty carts.
Do we follow the, what is it? Is it 50 square feet or 500 square feet for a bag of holding?
Whatever the regular one is.
Yeah.
Some of these crates won't
Oh.
even fit in the opening. That's the problem with the bag of holding.
All right. So let's
And,
take
I mean,
a
I
little
have,
bit. Yeah, let's
was
take
just
a little bit, find the stuff that's worth keeping, put in the bag of holding, and please, can we get him somewhere where we can get him stable? Like the man is unconscious. That can't be comfortable.
Spare the dying. He's fine.
Actually, additional thought. Let's just take one or two, a small handful of these satchels or cases or something. Take it with us. Let's just remember where this location is, and because this is a company that deals in trading, let them know where it is, and so they can send guys out to come get it. If we've cleared out the inhabitants and such, they should be able to come get it themselves. But we'll warn them that it was also a notorious goblin hideout.
That we have technically cleaned out. So maybe we'll just get like a finder's fee for it.
I kind of wish I would have killed those goblins. I got to be honest.
We'll talk about it, okay? We'll talk about it. I think this is. I mean, I'm not a therapist, but I'm a bartender. It's close. We'll talk about it later.
That's valid.
I mean, if you guys want to check inside the crates, I do have a crowbar and a hammer.
I already opened it. There's a bunch of coins in that one. How many coins do I find? Like,
How many crates are there?
approximately
It'll take you a while to count them. But what we probably need
One.
to do at this point,
2.
if you guys are going to move to a different location, like
Yeah.
let's move to the different location, then we'll wrap it up and we'll mark this as what we're doing the next time.
Am I able to get Toothdraw to follow me? Not necessarily like.
Well, if you're still
John said
Kind-
hi.
if you're
Hi,
kind of
John.
still trying to feed him, that's the
Yeah.
key to the whole thing is
Yeah, I'm basically like M&Ms for ET, just like every once in a while tossing him something to keep him following me. If that burns through the rest of my rations, then that burns through the rest of my rations. That's fine.
Okay.
I had 2 left, and I think if I space that out, I'll just not have any rations anymore. It's fine.
excuse me. So what we'll do, if you guys are in agreement, we will move you towards camp. We are going to put you, let's say, a football field away from camp, and
Okay.
pick up next time.
All right.
Before we leave the cave, I take
Yes.
that snake corpse.
You do what? The corpse?
That
What are you doing?
snake.
What are you
Oh,
doing
oh,
with the What are you doing with the snakes? What are you doing?
I'm gonna make
Um,
something out of it.
Well, okay, so you'll have to do a check when you get back. So that is I'm putting snake check.
Snake check.
Would it be a survival to like skin it and get the important bits out of it before you leave the cave? Yeah.
I can
I
help.
just grabbed
next time.
And we could do that next time as well. I'm making some notes on what we want to make sure that you guys get and don't get, and I want at least some distance from the camp by next time so that we can get all that stuff done and then walk into camp, and hopefully we'll have Lily back with us as well, so she can kind of see what you guys get too.
Yeah, there was also a skeleton in one of the side chambers.
Yeah, he blew him up.
I was gonna say
Blew up. It was weird.
it was really weird.
So make a note of that. You probably want to talk about that.
Make a note.
We all had a little weird stuff going on tonight.
Don't all skeletons just explode?
Yeah, I've never
Get
thought.
osteoporosis.
So end of the night, usually we do our shout outs for whoever else has other stuff going on. So we will be live again on Friday with me back over where Ken is as the DM for our pirate campaign, Age of the Forsaken, that we do every other Friday. We're really stoked about that. That's really kind of we're going to be doing the 3rd actual session of that, so it's starting to kind of fall into a groove. We're really stoked about that. And next Monday we are going to be back here. We missed this Monday because unfortunately Ken fell ill and Lily was getting ready for what she was getting ready for. So we missed this Monday, but next Monday we will be back with Age of the Forsaken if you're into a little more Viking theme. A little darker themed if we're going to be honest, but still pretty good. We got a KJ back on that, so we're stoked. What else do we got going on? Anybody else got anything going on that they want to talk about? No? Going once, going twice. Sold! All right, Ken. You can send us out of here. Oh, we're good? All right. Good night, everybody. Thank you for sticking with us. And we will see you next time.